heart of Savannah, where history and legend intertwine like the branches of ancient trees, there exists a world unseen by the ordinary eye. Here, the past refuses to stay buried, and the night is alive with secrets. Welcome to a city where the veil between the living and the dead is as thin as the morning fog, where creatures of legend walk among us, hidden in plain sight, and ancient pacts still hold sway over the living and the supernatural alike. From the restless spirits that roam the old plantations to the mythical beings lurking in the shadows of the city's winding alleys, Savannah is a place where every street corner hides a tale, and every nightfall brings a new chapter in a story as old as the city itself. This is the story of Savannah's secrets, where the supernatural is not just a whisper in the wind, but a pulse that beats through the very soul of this haunted city. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Welcome to Mythic Savannah.
It improved quality of life.
It's worth $800 and improved quality. Probably.
For as frequently as I got them, yes.
All right. So we are back. We are live once again. We're talking about $800 bills for some reason.
Lenses for eyeglasses.
Oh. I don't think I've ever had to pay that much.
She had specialty lenses. That's
They're
why.
called neuro lenses.
Oh, how cyberpunk of you. So, all right. So we know who is doing notes tonight. We need somebody to do the recap because Shelly is not here. I nominate Davey because everybody's hyped on his intros. So
Let's see here.
keep in mind you don't have to do line by line, just to give some summary.
All right. Okay. Last time on Mythic Savannah. Season 1, Episode 14, Super Beast. We find Joe standing, looking up at a tall, 7-foot tall, black-haired woman clad in black leather. Giovanni Ghoul was cut down by a barbed whip, and she had seconds to decide her ride. She chose the 1970 Dodge Charger RT. It came with 900 plus horsepower, jet black with matte crimson racing stripes. She took off like a bat out of hell. The demon lady followed her in her supercharged Hemi Dodge Charger, flying through the streets of Savannah. Eventually, Joe was able to get away with some help from Jocelyn, which, surprise, surprise, she was able to jump from car to car and get inside Joe's Charger. They ended up at a safe house. Meanwhile, Petra, Sly, Charlotte, and I think Cade go to the docks. I guess Petra and Charlotte were summoned by the Camarilla Prince. Eventually, after exchanging terse words and angry, what's the word I'm looking for? Insults, they decide to go and check out a haven of the prince, if I'm reading this correctly. The Giovanni have gone to ground, and Lillian's group is ragged, dealing with Daniel, cleaning up the mess downtown. The prince's haven was struck. She asks where Joe is. Joe's at a safe house. Lillian tells them that Daniel is looking for her, tells him that she has heard rumors that there is a Duskborn and she thinks it's Joe. Petra and Charlotte leave and head to the cafe to make up plans to go and check out the haven. And that is what happened on Super Beast. Let's go, Mythic Savannah. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Okay, well, I will leave that up to the rest of you. You guys know where you left off. Charlotte and Petra have just finished their conversation with one another. And there was a bit of back and forth with Petra checking in on her family. And they are moving Courtney and her son elsewhere for protection. What next?
Okay, so I guess we get we get back to the cafe where everybody's been snacking on cookies.
Right.
And we need to tell them about our meeting with Lillian.
Sure, we'll begin.
Halfway through a muffin.
Yeah.
Gather round. We have some information from our vampire contact about what's going on with those politics. So, the Giovanni have gone to ground, assuming, that's bad. And
Are you familiar with Giovanni?
No, that's a type of that their kind vampires. I take it.
Yes. They're a very powerful and well-connected. They're kind of like the vampire mafia. So, long story short, if they are going to ground, that's bad news because that means they don't want to deal with what's happening out there, or they don't feel like they can. Sorry,
Okay.
continue.
no problem. Thank you for the clarification. She also said that Daniel Parker, who is also a vampire, is trying to become the prince. And there's chaos downtown. The ATF or the feds are in town, so if you have financials or underhanded things, they need to be cleaned up. She asked us to visit the prince's estate because it was attacked. And she warned us to keep an eye out for a few vampires. Jason Bishop and Daniel Parker, as I said earlier. I know that Petra and I are going to go check out the prince's estate. If you would like to come with us, that would be a relief.
I mean, what's making both of you do this? Neither of you are part of their society. Neither of you are one of them.
That we were discovered by the vampires, and in order to stay unhindered, they asked us to help with certain things. And this Daniel Parker, who wishes to take the current prince's place, wishes the city to be vampire only. So it works in our favor to help them out in this matter.
So this Daniel Parker's using the recent chaos to make a hostile takeover?
Essentially.
He's been biding his time for a while. I've been hearing murmurings, but I mean, I don't have any special abilities to track him down or find out his plans, and so I don't know what we could have done about it before now, but I can fight him, so I guess that's the plan. We were going to basically make a welfare check, make it look above board. I thought I might go with the guise of a delivery from the cafe. That way it doesn't look like there's anything strange going on for us being there. But if we find anything, then we'll go from there, I guess.
So you're both being made to do this, and I know I keep harping on this point here about just doing this particular thing, but that's because, I mean,
We
the
have
adversary is in town. The one that has been seen in the visions. The actual individual we need to find and defeat. But we're going to go deal with vampire stuff.
I mean, it could be related.
That'd be a guess at best. Right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but you got to think about why would a vampire decide now that she's shown her face, you know? She attacks Joe and then all of a sudden revolution in vampire society. I don't know.
It, it
Suspicious.
does feel a little overwhelming with how many important things seem to be happening right now. But these particular vampires have been good to us, and if we can prevent them from dying and also save ourselves the trouble of having to fight the new regime for our independence, as it
battle on
were.
2 fronts.
I don't know. Do we know where this werewolf woman is?
Great
Sounds like the
question.
police are looking for her.
Does anyone have capabilities of tracking very specific people at in a long range, magically or something? There's only so much that I can currently do with regard to that. I could give it a shot, but I can't guarantee that I'd actually end up finding her.
I don't have such capabilities.
Maybe we just keep our ear to the ground.
We could always
I don't
ask
know.
Cassandra.
That is risky at this point, honestly. If you've seen how she's been acting with her recent vision, I don't think she should be using her divination anytime soon. I think that well has run dry until the adversary's beaten, because she wasn't even looking into that future, and that lady appeared in her vision as if it was effortless, apparently. So
She must have some connection to Cassandra somehow. A link?
she may have already established that from the physical wound she caused, may have made it easier, but just being able to do that in the first place, that's impressive.
So, do we take on this matter at hand that will take a few hours, help our quote unquote allies, or do we try and find a needle in a haystack of this demon werewolf lady that we have no idea where she is, or do we just contact some contacts while we handle something that we can handle, hopefully?
Well, sure, give us options that make sense, why don't you? Fine, I guess we're going to go for the obvious choice then. Jeez.
Does anyone have access to like a police radio or something where we can listen in on?
Jerome, would that be
Reports?
something my bodyguard would have, Daxis? Okay.
Would that be
It's
something?
not impossible to get, but because I mean there are police scanners and whatnot aren't they're not hard to come by. They're a little pricey, but they're not hard to come by. They're not illegal. But no, it's not something your guys would have thought to snoop on the cops with.
Okay, just curious.
Would it be at Occult Solutions? You think
Is that part of our equipment?
they sent equipment over there, right? When you got it?
Oh, we should
They
ask.
sure did.
What's his face?
Yeah, maybe our guy could procure one.
What's his name?
Clive?
Clive. I guess I'll call him.
Okay.
So I will dial Clive's number.
Okay. So
and I'm gonna hold the phone kind of like away from my head,
just in case,
like nervously.
Okay, so there's a slight pause as the phone picks up, and then he kind of slinks out of your phone. Like,
Yeah, you can see she looks very uncomfortable.
and so he says, "Oh, hello, Petra. How can I help you?"
Yes. Do you have a way of accessing a police scanner?
We don't have one on hand, but I could go procure one, should you need it.
What's the time frame on that?
Is this an emergency?
Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
I could probably get one within the next 20 minutes.
That's pretty
Excellent.
good.
And where would you take it to? Could you
Where
bring it
would
to
you
us?
Where would you like me to take it?
We're going to be on the road for a little bit, heading into the city. I'm
Do we
not
need
sure
to pick
where
up
we'll
anything
be.
at Night Watch Occult Solutions first? Do we have any gear there that we need to take with if we're going to be searching for things or people?
Actually, did we pick up armor? Body armor?
Uh,
I think we did.
I don't recall if you guys did or not. I know the previous conversation was that, or you know what? No, you guys did. It was just a lot of money, is what it was.
Mm.
We did get it, or we didn't because
You
it was
you
too
did.
much?
It's a lot of money.
Mm.
Oh. Okay. Um, did we leave it at the office?
Yeah, assume right now it's at the office with the rest of the gear that you guys have got.
Okay. That might be a good idea. Let's stop there and armor up.
Okay. Well then,
Mhm.
Clive, that's where you can deliver it.
Very well. I will see you soon. And then you see him kind of right back in your phone and goes away.
I don't know if I can get used to that.
So just, does he make different sounds? And does he like purposefully change? Is it based on the phone? I can't tell.
Maybe he's amused by our reactions.
Bet you're right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just gonna
great.
blame it on movie magic. Special effects.
So to the
Occult
office then?
Yes.
Enough.
Wait,
do it.
are we still bringing the cookies?
Yes.
Okay.
I can pack up some. You mean for you or for the prince?
For the prince.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Let me just pack those up quick. So I'll go back into the kitchen and make up a box really fast.
Okay.
And then we can hop in the car.
Alrighty. So while while all of you are driving to the HQ of Night Watch Occult Solutions, yeah, apparently driving with a oversized steering wheel, as
Yeah.
Davey was demonstrating.
An 18-wheeler.
Yeah. And Dragula style, because that's what he did, in the video. So Joe, Clive ends up popping out of the wall phone that is there at the warehouse.
Okay. I always get startled whenever that happens. Doesn't matter that I'm used to it or not.
Okay.
I just be like, okay. Hey.
Oh, hello. Are you enjoying your time here?
I just kind of look around like it's just a warehouse. I'm just basically sitting in a chair, kind of hiding and waiting at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot better than out there because there's a crazy ass demon lady. So yes.
I can't say I understand completely, but I understand that you are under some sort of threat.
Yes.
So I will offer an empathizing statement. They're there, and you are welcome to stay as long as you would like.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He says, "Now, please excuse me. I must prepare for my clandestine journey.
To where?
I am going to steal some equipment."
Okay, you do you. And I'll just kind of wave him off.
Okay.
And then I'll look over at Jocelyn. Like, what is she doing?
She's kind of amazed at the fact that he popped out of a phone. So she walks over there and like picks up the phone and like hangs it back up and then looks at it like it's not quite registering what that was.
It's a weird network. I can't explain it either. So do you want to tell me what like that was all about? Like you kind of like jumped onto my car like mid street race, and then here we are. Like you're no ordinary person, clearly.
She said, yes, as Brittany would say, strategically transport equipment to an alternate location.
Yeah.
Steal.
Mm.
So no, Jocelyn says, well, I blue pilled.
Blue pilled. I know that's a Matrix reference, but what exactly made you aware?
She said, I mean, I'm being sarcastic. I'm not so much aware, I guess, not like the Matrix. That was just a bad joke on my part.
It's okay.
She says more so. I am. How to explain this? Do you go to church?
I just look at her with a blank expression on my face. Like, you really asking that question?
Did you ever go to church?
Well, once or twice. I mean, I'm not foreign to the concept of it.
Okay, well, no, that's understandable. You know how there were good guys and bad guys in God's story?
Yeah.
I'm not on the side of the light.
Okay. I'm gonna steel myself not to take a step back. So you're not on the side of light, okay? You know, a lot aren't. However, whose side are you on?
Okay, well, good question. Ideally, I'm on my own.
Okay, so
I mean,
independent.
we have our own version of politics.
Okay. So when you say we, because you're gonna have to kind of dumb it down for me. I mean, clearly you're way more than I anticipated, and boy, I feel dumb for feeling so blind. But so are you what? Are you a fallen angel?
Yes, that would be a good way of putting it.
Okay. But you're not on like the devil's side. She kind of puts up the weird air quotes.
She says, "Yeah, there's a whole thing behind that. Remember when I said politics?
Yeah.
Politics.
Okay.
But no, not really. He's got his own thing he wants to accomplish. I'm in it for myself.
Well, seems like you're kind of in it for me too. So thank you for being there.
She said that's not a. Well, I mean,
I mean,
It's a problem, but not a problem.
well, your problem might be a whole lot bigger if you're gonna get involved with me. I'm just gonna tell you that. I mean, I am a vampire, but I'm just a little diluted, I guess you could say.
A
And
little.
yeah, to say the least, I'm what you call a
You're the thing Cain warned all of his progeny about.
yeah, but I'm just trying to keep a low profile here, work on the cause that I love, and go out with people that I really like. She looks at her. And just trying to, do my own thing, and I hate to say it, but the Toreador are assholes about their progeny, man.
Are those those aren't the bankers, right?
No, I think those are the Ventru, or what you call them. But no, this other lineage that I'm from, they one of them takes offense at my presence as well.
Okay, well,
Even though I had
welcome to
nothing
my
to do with
world.
it. Yeah, I mean, you can relate.
I don't
So
tend to talk about it a whole lot because
neither do I, because
vampires hate us.
wow,
The
yeah,
religious people hate us.
yeah.
Atheists, they could just go screw themselves.
You really do get me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aw. Well, I don't really know what else to do right now. I haven't heard a whole lot. I should probably make a call to, others, but I feel like I need to lay low after that chaos that happened in the street. That's
She's
gonna.
about ready to say something, like, and you're talking about, like, making
Mhm.
connection or whatnot, and she points past you and she says, "Is he looking like Mission Impossible right now?"
I'm gonna look.
Okay, you turn around and he's got like the whole Mission Impossible like skin suit with the harness and like the goggles and whatnot. Like he is suiting up.
Like he's getting ready to go out, or
Yeah,
this is the guy that's coming. Oh, I look. Do I know who that is?
Clive.
Oh, it's Clive. Oh, um, you know what? He's on a mission to strategically transport some equipment to an alternate location.
And so she thinks about that for a second. She goes, "The fat electrician."
He's gonna go steal some shit and move some stuff, like.
Oh, well, that's like a fancy abbreviation for
I was.
steel. Okay, whatever.
There you go. Anyway, nah, you know what? He's gonna do his own thing. I'm not part of that. I'm just basically here waiting to kind of see what's happening out there. Um, by the way, Jerome, did I find out last game that I did find out that the Princess Haven was attacked, right? Or did I not? I don't
I
recall.
don't actually. I
Because I
don't
know
know.
Sly talked to Jocelyn for a little bit and myself, but I don't recall 100% if he told me about.
I don't remember offhand.
He
I
would
don't
not have
think
known
he-
about
Okay.
the attacks. I don't think so.
Okay.
Not at that time, yeah.
All right.
Hold on. Sorry. Someone's car alarm is going off.
No problem.
Okay, then. Okay. Yeah, so she'll go back to Jocelyn. Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of waiting to hear from some of my other contacts and that annoying horn outside. Yeah, this is where we're at.
She says, I don't know like how tight you are with your friends, but maybe you should check in with them while Ethan
Well,
Hawke is about ready to go Mission Impossible.
Well, I talked to Sly. You talked to him earlier, just a little bit ago. I mean, I suppose I can call him again and kind of see what they're doing. So she'll pull out her phone and call him.
Okay. So phone starts ringing. Beep, 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 beep.
I did not set that strange. Hey,
Hey, Sly. Joe here. I just kind of trying to figure out what's going on out there because I just got chased through, as you know, the town
right.
by this weird demon chick for whatever reason. What's going on out there?
Well, apparently that caused a stir. We've just been informed that. Okay, so I'm gonna be vague because we're on the phone. Two rival factions that are probably kind of in your wheelhouse.
Hmm.
The head of one of them, their home was attacked, and their rival is trying to muscle in and become the new head honcho of the area. You picking up what I'm putting down so far?
Jerome, am I picking up that Daniel Parker is the one that he's talking about and the Princess Haven?
Well, I mean, it was known that there was
Yeah.
a low key rivalry for quite a while.
Yeah. I just didn't know if I should roll for that,
No.
as a
Nope.
Yeah.
Based on what he's saying, you probably know who he's talking about.
I know exactly the person you're talking about. Persons.
Good.
Great. So why now? What's going on? Oh, you know what? This is a public line. Is there anything I need to be aware of at the moment specifically?
You need to not get caught by the adversary, the one that you were getting away from. As far as we can tell, you seem to be a piece of what's happening. You can't fall into her hands. So stay with Joss. If you have to leave where you're at, let us know. But otherwise, if you're in a safe space, stay there until we figure out what's going on. We have to deal with this thing that I just explained a moment ago because Petra and Shar were given some orders to go check on the main head honcho because their house was attacked apparently. So we've got to go check them out.
Oh, okay. Well, if it was attacked and there's no news of anything else, I expect that head honcho to still be around. But yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll lay here for a while and just kind of wait, see what happens.
Okay. If we need you or we need you to go somewhere and meet us, I'll contact you and let you know.
All right, we'll do.
All
Appreciate you.
Sure thing.
Thanks. So yeah, there's definitely some stir going on. Unfortunately, that big old drag race downtown caused some commotion expectedly, but unfortunately, I think it's all connected to a bigger issue, which is that the current supernatural hierarchy is being rocked a little by a usurper.
You saying
who,
this to Jocelyn?
Yes, I'm saying all this to
Okay.
Jocelyn. And apparently, I'm part of that Discord that he doesn't like.
So then it sounds like there are two people or groups that you've got to worry about, right?
Yeah,
If I'm tracking.
yeah, unfortunately, I can't give you more information just for honestly your own safety. But I'm just kind of playing it by ear at this point. As
She
soon as I
kind of
know
just
more,
like
you'll know
tilts her
more.
head off to the side. She says, "I know I may not remember everything, but I was around before this planet was created."
This is
Really?
true. This is true.
Really?
You know what? I'm still getting used to the idea of the fact that you are that vintage. My God, what is going on with that car? Sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. I could barely hear it.
Can you hear it? Okay, I was worried about that because I
Just
can hear my windows
barely.
open. So I'm like, all right. Yeah. Basically, the vampires. There's a little bit of a political upheaval going on at the moment. Someone who doesn't believe in having a pure city is trying to take over, which unfortunately does will affect you. I mean, because you're not a vampire, and that's what this person I think considers pure.
Oh, well, Peachy. Okay,
Yeah,
I already don't
exactly.
like this guy.
Yeah, I don't either. Nobody else does either, except maybe a couple of people that might be forced or just idiots. Yeah. So I'm just waiting to hear back at this point from Sly and see what they're going. There's a group that are going to go investigate some key places at this point. At this point.
Okay. Then I'll uncomfortably pace and look for some coffee.
Joe, when she paces, she will go up to her and actually just give her a hug in genuine appreciation, and just thank you for everything. I don't think I could have survived that without you. So.
Well, let's save the long-term romantic stuff
I know.
for when we can throat punch some of these bastards and
I'm looking forward to it.
put it behind us.
Yeah. So she'll go back and doodle on her phone.
Okay. So at this point, then Jocelyn's just kind of walking around the warehouse, just keeping your eyes out. Clive has already scooted out with theme music.
Is it just me and Jocelyn here at this point, besides Clive?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Am I from away? Well, I would know where the entrance is, but is there more than one way into this haven or in the safe haven?
Yeah, I mean it's basically the warehouse itself is I know I described this the first time you guys went there, but you weren't here for it. It's like a warehouse for shipping. So trucks would back up into it, offload, and then it would go out to like smaller vans for distribution throughout the city or whatnot. So it's got a couple of loading bays and then a main door.
Okay, I was just checking. I just basically will kind of point out where some of the main points would be where people would come in potentially. Okay. So.
Alrighty. Okay, so the gaggles that are on the move. So by the time you get to the main office, there's just that light out front that's just been left on. And when you enter, you can see that Clive is on the inside. He's got all kinds of like gear on him. He's got these fancy gloves, on his hands. He's got goggles and whatnot. And all he brought was a box about like yay big. Looks like it came off the shelf. And he's got it set on the desk. He says, I have obtained your police scanner.
Cool. How do we use it?
So he looks at it and then he says, you must first open the box.
Suppose that's a good step one.
Charlotte opens the box.
Okay. So opens it up. It's still got all the packaging and everything, and it's got a booklet on how to use it and tune in and whatnot. As we have had this conversation earlier on, it looks very much like a CB that you might find in for truckers or old school police cars and whatnot. They usually sit somewhere near the dash. In this particular case, it just doesn't have a receiver. All it does is just pick up and relay whatever it picks up on.
Meaning we can listen, but we can't respond?
That is correct.
Perfect. Okay. While they're doing this, Jerome, are there stakes around this office?
There is not. However, if you want to judiciously break some furniture.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Unless if there's like a tree outside that I could just cut something off of real quick.
Oh, really?
Is Home Depot open?
What are you going to?
Does Home Depot close?
Home Depot would be closed at this point.
Oh man.
How do you?
What am I going to use?
Yeah. Because a chainsaw did not come with the house.
I'm gonna pull out my kukri.
Oh, and manually hack it away with the kukri, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Not weird at all. Okay, so imagine this for a second. You happen to be in a sleepy little neighborhood. You know, in fact, it's it's sleepy enough that even the office buildings nearby still resemble houses and whatnot. So everything just kind of blends and it's got like a nice zen. The middle of the night, like about 11 or so, some random person just comes walking out their front door with a kukri knife and just, they need firewood or something. And they just start hacking away at the tree in their lawn.
It's like an ornamental pear. People are like,
It's not pruning
I
season.
feel like they're invasive.
So, Brittany, go ahead and give us a roll. At this point, strength, and we'll just say, for purposes of this, it's
For damage.
it's going to be.
Is that what I'm rolling?
Yeah, we'll just do strength. I'm not going to make you a hit per se.
Okay, because this knife has a strength +1 for damage. Should
That
I
is
just
correct.
use that? Okay. So just wait. Do
You
I
need a
have to
red
roll
result.
to hit?
No.
Okay.
The tree might try to dodge.
Yep.
So...
No, you just need to make sure to touch down.
On paper?
Unbreaded.
Oh, did we get an unbreaded?
Unbreaded.
In the beginning? Hold on. Oh, we got one now.
2 successes.
Okay. Whack. 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 About the 4th or 5th, whack, you're really starting to get at it. It's not, you didn't go out purposely to try to find the biggest trunk that you could. You're trying to find one that's, smaller you could actually cut
Something
down.
I could fit in my hand.
Yeah. So you're working away on that, and then you can see, like, across the street, some lights come on.
Is it enough that I can just like break it and then take it inside and finish?
Sure. So thank you for the follow. So you grab a hold of it, and then force that back down. Snap, you're snapping it off, and some person comes walking out, lounging pants, and just a basic, I break for vampire penguins t-shirt. Just kind of like looking around and just sees you like in the middle of the night, just breaking off, a limb from the tree, and just kind of shrugs and goes walking back inside.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
Shar
so I'll
does.
just take the branch back inside and kind of cut it down a little bit.
Shar goes to talk to Clive really quick. Not necessary right now, but could you possibly get a stash of stakes for future incidents put here at Nos?
Of course.
Thank you.
Is this an emergency?
No. We will have stakes enough for tonight, it seems.
Then I will go to Home Depot tomorrow.
Thank you.
Was there anything else that I could assist you with tonight?
Shar looks at Petra and everyone else in the room. Are we good? Can Clive go?
Everybody armed?
Shar pulls out her handgun, and then I'm assuming we all dressed in our armor that we had there, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
What did you guys buy armor wise? Is it just like jackets?
Just
or
Kevlar vests.
Just
Yep.
vests. Okay.
Yep.
Which they will provide 2 additional points of soak, as in like 2 actual health levels. So if somebody does 3 points of damage, like right off the bat, then the first 2 points are soaked up by the armor, and then everything else goes to you.
Nice.
Yeah. So Petra will take off her sweater and put the Kevlar on, and then put the sweater back on.
Okay.
How many steaks can I get out of this break?
You can get 2. 2 effective
'Cause-
ones, anyways.
Okay. So I'll pocket one of them and say, does anybody need this, or should I hold on to it?
You should probably hold on to it.
Sly, do you want one?
Actually, you know what? Give me one.
Yeah,
Okay.
let Charles have that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say, do you know how to use this?
In the movies, you stake them in the heart.
Yes. And you have to be strong. It won't kill them. It will just incapacitate them. They will be immobile.
Okay.
They can still see and hear you.
They're
They
paralyzed.
just can't move.
Okay.
Okay.
All
But
right.
if, I mean, depending on who we find there,
So
it's
how
okay
much
to
of the
just kill them.
movies? How much of the movies is real, and how much of it is?
You know, we don't really have time for that.
All right.
Ask me when it's not an emergency.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Everybody
Do we
ready?
need anything else?
Ready. We're armored up. We got our weapons, stakes.
Are we taking 2 cars?
We should, just in case. Gives us extra
Mhm.
mobility.
Who wants the radio?
Is it portable? Can we take it with us in the car, or is it?
Any scanner is technically portable. This one, however, is specifically designed to be in the house, so you are going to have to wire it to the vehicle if you're going to do that. Which means
We probably don't have time to learn how to wire it to our vehicle.
No.
Let's leave
But
it here
who's
and use
going-
it for later.
I bet Joe knows how. We should ask.
I was hoping that we'd be able to listen to the radio while we're out in case we hear of evidence of the adversary's whereabouts.
is this something I could assist with?
Do you know how
Um,
to hook it up in a car?
I know how to temporarily hook it up by the car. He said, he looks at the manual real quick and he says, "We need a cigarette lighter."
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you're able to do that, Clive,
That'll work.
that'd be great.
He says, "I will be happy to assist. Currently at home, I'm detecting some latent sexual tension and I do not wish to be around."
Sorry, that's Abby laughing, not Char.
Petra looks around at the group in confusion.
Never mind. It's Joe's story.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Joe have someone with her?
Yes.
Joss.
Her friend Joss.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. She was on the phone.
Her
That's right.
robust friend Joss, who seems to be very protective.
Right.
Okay.
That's good. Extra protection. She needs that right now.
Okay. To the cars then?
To the Batmobile.
Okay.
So I'll provide the address.
So he gets an adapter, attaches it to the cord. You're gonna have to. So he has to. This looks janky, but he takes like packaging tape and like attaches it to one of the cars, like on the front dashboard, and just like layers it down as best as he can, and, and plugs it in. Because again, you can tell like it has the capability of like retrofitting it and screwing it in so it's like a permanent fixture in a vehicle or like on a desk, but you guys don't have that kind of time.
Right. Okay.
Thank you, Clive, for jury rigging this.
Of course. Was there anything else I could assist with? Please?
Oh, well, shoot. No, that wouldn't work.
Did
Gosh, I don't
did
know.
you want to come with us?
Oh heavens, no! I'm not ready for field testing as of this point.
Oh,
Can you do some long range reconnaissance?
Of what sort?
Can we give him the address to the Prince's Haven and have him? I don't know. Are the phones working? Are the lights on? Is it burnt down? I don't know.
that actually could be quite useful.
I could attempt to move over in that direction and attempt to quietly observe. Do you happen to have the address?
It's right here.
Okay.
Hand's address.
So he takes a look at that, and that is in Ardsley Park. So he says, "Oh, I know where that. I happen to know where that particular area is. I will see if I can find an available outlet."
Okay. Be careful, Clive. We don't know what's in there, so just.
Oh, heavens! I wouldn't be entering the building. There
Okay.
likely is no signal there for me to go into. No, I will have to jump into one of the neighbors' homes.
Ah, okay.
All right. Good luck.
Keep us posted.
Of course. And so he, disappears back into the phone.
Shall we go?
I guess so. I mean, he can just appear out of the phone no matter
Let's
where
head
we
out.
go, so let's do it.
Okay. I'm assuming that it was put into Petra's car. The
Sure. Okay.
police
Sure.
scanner.
Yep.
Shar was riding with her and she turns it on as we drive.
Okay.
Okay.
Unfortunately, none of you know police codes, so it's about 80% Greek as you're hearing some of the codes come through.
Oh, Shar will text Clive saying we'll need a code book for police codes.
Okay. Obviously, you can't reply right now, but
Yeah.
he'll get that. Okay, so you're listening, you can hear, but there's a lot of, one thing you can't tell, there is a lot of activity right now. You don't know if that's common or uncommon. It's the first time you've actually listened into a scanner, but it is quite busy tonight.
Do we recognize any of the addresses that they call out as being in the area we're headed to?
Good question. No.
Okay.
So as you guys continue on, you get to the location. This destroyed haven is a crumbling antebellum mansion in Ardsley Park. Once a stunning white-columned beauty, now gutted by fire and explosive damage. A scorched fountain out front bubbles ominously with chemical runoff. The police tape flaps in the humid winds, but the authorities are not currently on site.
Okay. Oh, I thought there'd be more. I guess they blew it up. Wow.
I mean, the building is still there, right? It wasn't like they didn't nuke it,
right.
But it's more like a movie explosion where windows all got blown out, like a part of the ceiling has got a hole in it.
Clearly messed up.
Yeah, clearly very messed up, uninhabitable for the time being. White columns blackened and charred and whatnot, and then you end up. Charlotte, you end up getting a call.
Oh. Okay. Hello.
Hello, Charlotte.
Hi. May I ask who's calling?
Well, this is Clive. I thought you would recognize the phone number.
Oh, yes, sorry. Hello, Clive.
It must be the Roku I'm standing nearby, and you hear him like shake something off.
Must be. Yes, Clive, what is it?
I am near the vicinity, and I currently do not detect any individuals.
There is no one here that you can sense.
However, I do have night vision goggles. If you will allow me some time, I will scan the periphery.
Please do keep me informed.
Of
And you.
course.
Thank you. Bye.
And then as you guys are kind of just sitting there, you didn't pull right up on the place, but you're, down the street just a little bit. You end up seeing some guy come walking, like you hear something, and then you see somebody hastily coming out of a house nearby and dashing through the front yard, and then diving for some bushes.
That is odd behavior.
And then somebody in the house, like, pulled open the door and looked around, and then, yell something to the fact of, to the effect of like, don't you come around here no more. You hear me? Of course, nobody responds.
I'm gonna put on my new glasses.
Okay.
And look around.
Okay. So the first thing you are going to see right off the bat, Brittany, is there is something glowing in the bushes.
Yeah.
How is it glowing?
It has a sparkly aura.
Wait, was it? Okay, I was actually taking notes. Like, who was it that jumped into the bushes? It wasn't Clive, was it?
Hard to say. It's kind of dark, and you didn't get a good look.
Oh, it wasn't definitive.
Correct.
Okay.
Did you see something?
Something in the bushes that's sparkly. I'm not sure what that means.
So, potentially supernatural.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Do I see any other auras?
Actually, give me a perception, and actually, no, it's a empathy and
I think it is empathy and perception.
empathy and perception. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
for the aura perception. Yep.
It's like Charlotte glows.
Yep, pretty much everybody in your car, like it's illuminated. Yeah, there you go.
Ghost.
So it's both cars are illuminated clearly, so you see that to some degree, and then you also see a shape a little ways out from the bush, like it's actually near a tree that looks like it probably caught a little bit of the burning, so some of the leaves are kind of burnt, but otherwise it still looks like it's okay. And you see it's at the base of the tree, and it's kind of moving back and forth, and kind I don't want to say spastic, but a little jittery like.
Okay. But the mansion is clearly like firebombed.
Yes.
So getting out with my delivery would be a little bit strange.
Yes. Unless you went to a neighbor's house.
Okay. How close are the neighbors?
Not terribly close, but closer than where you're at. No, the basically this place likely caught on fire, and then of course, fire department, being this is a rich neighborhood, came here, put it out real quick, and whatnot. So it didn't really affect other people in their homes, but they're close enough that they probably would have been pretty alarmed. So if you go to a nearby neighbor, you're probably within 25 yards of that house, so not terrible at all.
And there's not like police tape or anything?
There is police tape around the house, yes, but it's
Oh, okay.
just kind of flapping. It's It was put up, but it wasn't put up very well.
And there's not a presence.
That is correct. There is no presence.
Okay. What would you say to well, it's pretty late at night, isn't it? It's like 11, you
It's
said?
about 11:30 at this point, yeah.
Okay, that's too late to be making deliveries, especially to, I mean, even to neighbors.
Is it too late for even like, those deliveries from restaurants, they deliver at all times? What are they called?
Oh, DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
DoorDash.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. What would you say to taking this to one of the neighbors, saying that it was for the people at this house, and asking them what happened while I sneak in and maybe look around a little bit?
I can do that.
So out of character, when you say sneak in and look around, what do you mean? The house or the neighbors?
The house. I would go to the house. I want to investigate that that aura.
Sure.
I can do that. Distract the neighbors while you traverse the blown up house.
Okay. All right.
I can let Char will text the other car, like one of the people in the other car, and say, I'm going to DoorDash one of the neighbors while P
looks around.
Thank you. I was trying to like compute how to do that without being suspicious over the phone. Okay. Send.
And then you get a reply. Either of you need any help? Or are we just backup?
I suppose if anyone else wants to look around the house, that wouldn't be bad.
You got fire experience, Sly. You should probably.
Good thinking. So he goes ahead and he texts, how about I check out the fire scene? Would you like Charles to help with your, and he puts in quotes, delivery?
Char texts back, yes.
Got it. It's like, all right, Charles, if you could help Char with a delivery, she's gonna apparently take something to a neighbor and pretend to deliver it. Just back her up, and I'm gonna back up Petra in the exploded house.
All right.
Cade's asleep in the back.
Yeah.
Sleeping off his...
disease.
He needs a break.
The narcoleptic night.
Yeah. Okay. Char gets out with the box of cookies and like I wonder, she probably takes off the vest. Because it's pretty conspicuous, wouldn't it be?
Oh yes.
Yeah, so she takes off the vest.
Even the ones that are inconspicuous still make your chest look a little puffed up.
Yeah.
If you're close to somebody, it's going to tell that you've got something underneath.
So she readjusts, and goes to get Charles to go deliver the cookies.
Okay, so you two are in the process of doing that. Okay, so Petra, you are going to the tree or you're going to the house?
How far is the tree from the house?
The tree sits in the front part of the property. It is maybe 5 yards from the house.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go to the tree first.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your Sly and Petra. Go ahead and roll your stealth. If you have arcane, that adds to that.
So Dex and stealth, I take it.
Yep,
Okay. Difficulty 6.
that is correct.
Okay. One success.
Okay.
6 successes.
Wow.
All right.
Woo!
Ninja.
And I have no stealth, so that was all Dex.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. So Sly is sneaky. Petra just is not there. So as you two, Sly, of course, you don't really see anything. You just see the tree there. Petra, slowly approaching. Petra, as you approach, you see the aura. It's moving around the tree more, a little bit, like it recognizes somebody coming up. Like it can. There's some sort of sentience to it.
Do I see it in like a specific shape, like, or is it just like a mass?
That is that again, great question. It does have some kind of animalistic type of shape. Whatever it is, it's on 4 legs.
Is it big or small?
About big dog sized.
Okay, I'm going to approach it as I would with like a skittish animal. Just kind of like hands out and like slowly, and I'd talk soothingly and say, hey, apparently it's going to be really awkward because I don't know what to say to an animal.
Let alone an animal that Sly can't see. So you're talking to the dirt and the base of the tree at this point.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start talking to it in like, how was your day?
Okay.
It's okay. Don't be scared.
So at this point, you see it materialize. Sly, you do actually see it materialize.
Whoa.
What is it?
It looks like a Komodo dragon.
Oh,
It's your
that's what I thought.
friend.
oh, it's our little buddy.
So it kind of lifts up its head a little bit, and it hisses, and then you see it like jut with its tail in a certain direction, and then kind of skitters around a little bit, and then points again, and then it runs up onto your shoulder, and you can feel it vibrating.
You seem a little scared. Are you okay?
So it hisses again, and then points basically a direction with its tail. It's like it keeps jutting, one direction.
Can we tell
Okay.
what it's pointing at right now?
Both of you give me perception and alertness. Perception and alertness.
Four.
Failure.
Okay. So as you are probably a little paranoid and anxious at this point, Petra, Sly unfortunately isn't quite seeing anything. The street, oddly enough, for this being a rich neighborhood, is kind of dark. Not as much lighting as you might expect it, and the blocks, because these properties tend to be a little bit bigger, so the streets are a little bit wider, on either side. So it's not quite the short distance like you would normally see, like in a city. It's a little bit more expansive. At the end of the street corner, because the street you guys are at continues. Don't get me wrong, but it branches off where other homes are at, but like a block over, parked underneath a kind of a low hanging, almost a weeping willow looking tree that sits in somebody's property. You see that there's another car nearby. But emphasis, when I say nearby, it's like a block away. It's not like right on top of you guys. And then Charlotte, as you are approaching the house, you end up getting a phone call.
She answers. Hello, Clive?
Hello. Why do you sound so close? And you hear some rustling a little ways away.
Why do I sound so close? Well, we're investigating to see if what the neighbors know about the explosion.
Oh, be careful of one of the nearby neighbors. I offended him.
Which one?
And so you see it like you see like a house over like a head pop up out of the hedge and look around to try to get his bearings. And then he says, "Oh, it's the house that you're not in front of. The neighbor next to that. He is
Okay.
armed."
Oh, okay. Did he seem special or just armed?
Do you mean, does he wear a helmet or?
As in, does he have abilities?
Oh,
Or
no.
just
I offended him because I had to materialize in his house and he was not prepared for that. So he attempted to greet me with a 12-gauge shotgun.
Well, I'm glad you got away. I am glad I am not in delivering to that house. I will avoid it. Thank you.
You're welcome. However, the nature of my call, I wish to give you an update.
Yes. Proceed.
I see some movement coming from within the house.
Movement.
Yes.
Okay.
There appears to be 2 human bodies at least.
Okay, and you see those with your night vision goggles?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, so they are projecting body heat. Do you know if
I have night vision, not infrared.
You're right. Thank you for the correction.
But I will make sure to get that. That is a good idea.
Well, you're welcome. I will let Petra know, and she'll, thank you, text Petra 2 people in the house.
I'll check my phone and I'll whisper that to Sly. It's so, and he's muted.
Right. That's just what I was saying. So he goes, in the bombed house or in the house she's delivering to?
Did she specify?
We'll assume it was the bombed house.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Did we decide where the lizard is pointing?
Yes.
To the car
away
nearby?
down the street. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what did you just say?
It's further away down the street. It's about a block over.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to look at it and say, should we go there or should we go to look in the house? Like, I'm not sure if he's indicating that we should stay away from the threat or if we need to go check out the threat.
And if Sly hears this, he's going to be like, kind of seems like it's just telling you that there's a threat, so it wants you to deal with it. Does it seem scared or angry or something?
He seems pretty scared. Actually, I'm
Then
gonna.
Then those might be the ones who did this, and they're walking and they're watching to see what's happening.
I will text back to Charlotte and say, Some kind of threat is apparently down the street about a block. According to my spirit friend.
Okay, Shar will look down the street. Can she see the car?
Why
Or
don't
is
you
it too far?
give me another roll?
Okay.
Perception and
Well,
alertness.
no, I'm not a part of this.
Difficulty 7.
Perception. She would have been informing you though.
Oh, okay, good. Then now I can roll.
Difficulty 7.
Perception and alertness. Okay.
I think that's how you do it. Failure. Darn one.
Ooh,
Hey, you got it.
2 successes.
Alrighty.
Failure.
So, do I see the car?
Yes. It's obviously further out from where you're at, but you think you can make out the shape of a car parked, a ways out. Like based on the description, there was a weeping willow like tree that's kind of masking most of it.
Okay. I see. So she texts Petra, I see the threat. Should we depart? Retreat?
Well, keep in mind you're standing at the neighbor's door at this point.
Okay, yeah, we'll need to.
I'll just say observe.
Okay. She says KK. And then we'll knock on the neighbor's door for the delivery.
And I'm going to move towards the house.
Okay. So while you're doing that, you're at the neighbor's. So a college-age girl opens the door and looks at you two, and she's like, can I help you?
Go ahead.
DoorDash.
We were supposed to deliver cookies to that house over there that seems to be no more. Do you know what happened?
Like, oh my god, I totally know what happened.
Oh,
It blew. It like totally blew up. I was doing my hair like at the time. I mean, can't you tell? It's like all frizzy.
I see you were in quite distressed. Did you see anything else? Did you see any people?
Oh, like totally. The cops came here and like fire trucks, and there's like all kinds of lights and sirens. And then of course the big boof explosion. Yeah, I think it even like threw some of the furniture out into like, oh my god, like I think it threw stuff out into their pool out back.
Oh, that's terrible. My goodness. So, would you like the cookies instead? They're paid for.
And so she looks for a second. She says, like, I don't know. I need to watch my figure. But she's kind of like doing one of those, like, kind of craning her neck a little bit to look at them.
You only live once, and you could invite friends to share with them.
Open the box.
Yeah. Waft the smell. Yeah.
So
they're fresh.
Yep. So she's like, is that the custard in there I see?
It most definitely is.
She says, well, I mean, like, it would totally be a shame to let them go to waste, right?
It would, really. And we're not allowed to eat on the job, That would be untactful. So.
She's like, oh, right, like, because health codes.
Exactly.
So she just, she takes the box at that point, and she's like, oh, I'm going to have to throw some of this up later, but, oh, it smells so good.
I wouldn't recommend that, darling. But did you see anything else interesting? Just explosion or anything?
Let's see. It's a little bit of a chance. Maybe she saw something. Do it away. She says, "Oh yeah, no, totally. Like, oh my gosh, the police left like really quick.
Oh. You would think they'd have stayed longer.
I know, huh? And like, and done like interviews and stuff like that. Like, oh my god.
Hmm.
The police didn't do interviews.
So they just left.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you. Enjoy your cookies. Thank you. We'll be on our way.
Okay, sure. Goodbye. She
Bye.
shuts the door.
Okay, so we just need to keep eyes on that vehicle there under the canopy of that large tree.
Okay. He's not going to look now because he doesn't want to be suspicious about it. But when he gets like a good chance, he'll take a quick gander over at the weeping tree and
Okay, go ahead.
see if he can't see it.
Try to look again.
Three successes. Okay, good.
So now you see it.
Okay.
You see what she's talking about in the vicinity and whatnot. So
Okay. I can't make out new car, old car.
no.
No. Okay.
It's too dark to make out just what is there.
But there's metal there. Okay.
There's enough of a gleam from ambient moonlight that something is there underneath the tree.
Okay. Walk back to the delivery van.
Okay. So you guys go walking back. Joe.
Yes.
So as you are at this point you end up seeing Clive come back.
Okay. Did your relocation go well?
Oh, hello. You must have been speaking to the other Clive. I believe he was successful.
There's more than. Sure. Good. What are they doing? Or I don't know what they're doing. Actually,
I believe they were on an old-fashioned stakeout. My mental note indicates that I needed to get infrared goggles next time, so I'm attempting to write that down before I forget.
that is actually a good idea. Actually, I would recommend that as well. I just kind of look at him awkwardly, like just kind of waiting, essentially.
So as he's at this point, he's getting changed into something else other than the gear he had been in, and he's diligently going around the place making sure it's clean or just keeping busy.
Yeah.
When you guys end up hearing something like some snapping sounds,
Oh God.
and then like some metal end up collapsing, and then something strikes the side of the warehouse.
Yep.
As you end up seeing what appears to be part of a crane ends up like it collapsed over and said, didn't hit you. You guys are fine, but it collapses part of the warehouse in.
I yell at Jocelyn.
So I mean, she turns and looks, and she's like, ready to rumble. And at this point, Clive goes, walking over to the end of the warehouse. And he's like, "Oh, this is going to take forever to fix."
Just keep him distracted.
And so he looks, and he says, and he looks puzzled, and he he said he looks to the collapsed crane at this point, and he says, "Unfortunately, I do not have an appropriate joke for a collapsed crane."
I don't either. Good luck. And I grab Joe and or not Joe, Jocelyn, and I find another exit.
Oh, there's still plenty of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Wherever I might have parked my car, which.
Okay, hopping
Where's
in
my
that.
car?
So hopping in that, just getting out, getting the heck out.
Yeah. The only downside is that car I know is basically hot stuff right now. Is there another car in the parking lot by chance?
No. That doesn't mean you can't take this car,
ditch it somewhere.
ditch it somewhere, and then grab another one from another parking lot.
Yeah, gonna have to do that. All right, I throw it open and
okay, so
tell Jocelyn to get in.
Jocelyn at this point follows you. And you guys peel out of there. Go ahead and give me a Dex and Drive check, difficulty 6.
Yep, Dex and Drive. Okay, I'm sorry, is it difficulty 7?
Difficulty 6.
6, sorry. Where's my rolls? Driver. 7.
Alrighty.
Deuces.
Yep. So flips that into gear, spins it around. What was that sound? That's about 6.5 on the Richter scale. There's another Big Trouble in Little China quote there for you. So you go flying out of that particular parking lot where the warehouses are at, and hit the street, and you are heading back somewhere off into town.
I'm trying to keep to the back roads and stuff as much as I possibly can, to avoid the inner city, just because I know there's already commotion there.
Which you can, where this particular, not that I'm going to pull up the map, but this particular warehouse actually does sit outside the city, so the first road kind of just goes around the outskirts of it. So but unfortunately, that's not going to really bring you to anywhere that you can drop the car off, unless you're just going to drive it into some wooded marsh area. Drive it into drive it into basically like a swampy marsh or something. Get out and go running.
I don't think being on foot is a good idea right now. No, I'm okay. I'm gonna try to find a parking lot that has maybe crappy lighting that make it look like it's not a video surveillanced parking lot potentially. You know what I mean? Like.
No, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean, Rachel?
I want to find a shady parking lot that has a car in it
hint,
that
nudge,
looks
nudge.
decent. Yeah, so I will do that.
Okay, well, let me then pull up the map here.
Let's see what we got.
Okay. Oh,
while we're driving, I will.
Goodness.
I will give Sly a ring.
The map, I mean, the address to the warehouse is in the chat, right?
It may be.
Let's see if I can find.
I think I found it though, just by looking around. I think I used the iFit warehouse. That looks pretty familiar. Okay, so that means you're going to be this is it. So you're going to be taking oh no, it wasn't. It's the Courier Express Center, but it was one of the buildings that was there. Still the same place. You're on the Jimmy DeLoach Parkway. So if you take the first immediate left, that'll lead you into a construction yard where you could potentially hijack a dump truck, a bulldozer.
None of those. Looking for a car or a truck.
Let's see. So, barring that,
Work truck or bulldozer isn't going to do it.
okay. The next left at that point is Benton Boulevard. These aren't obviously going to be great parking lots as far as security is concerned, but it's probably going to be a little bit better than you're anticipating. But it has enough availability. There is a BP that's there at the corner with a Ni Hao Chinese restaurant. Sharing that parking lot is a Burger King. And then the parking lot right over from it, which they all kind of interconnect, is a tobacco shop, El Sazon Bar and Grill, F-45 training pooler, and Port City Animal Hospital. Okay. So there may be an opportunity for some vehicles there.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of go in there and I'm going to scan real quick to see if there's a car that I know of that would be decently like a Honda or just some sort of what maybe looks like
discreet.
Yeah. Something that might blend in, but still have a little bit of, horsepower under the hood.
Oh, sure. Okay. So why don't you go ahead and give me a wits and investigations check. Difficulty, because you're in a hurry, difficulty 8.
Wits investigation. Okay. Gosh. 3.
Okay. So you have managed to find a shoot, I can't remember the name of the car.
A Kia Stinger.
Oops.
It's a purple neon, don't you know?
That's what I was thinking.
There you go.
Nope, okay. It's the creamsicle.
All right, so you have managed to find a Mini Cooper S.
Ooh.
You have managed to also find a dark purple neon. And you have also managed to find an Escalade.
Escalades are big. They also have potential like map systems or like what you call it,
low jack.
Like a low jack or no, whatever you call it, the ones that call you if you're in an accident kind of deal, whatever they call it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna look at the Mini Cooper.
Okay.
Actually, of the Cooper and the Neon, I'm pretty sure the Neon probably doesn't have any type of tracking system in it.
Oh yeah, no.
However, the Mini Cooper would, I think. Let's go for the Neon.
Okay. So you guys are climbing out, and Jocelyn's like, "Wait, we're trading this for that?
This is more recognized. I guarantee you, the race down the street that we had with
all right, fine, I get it. We're
dude, I'm not happy about it either. I get it, but
junker.
At least with this, that might be a little more inconspicuous.
It's never mind.
It's a dark purple neon,
yeah.
And it doesn't have a tracker in it.
Okay.
Easier to hotwire too.
You're better at this than I am. I'm more of fist-to-face style.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the lights on the car like that I'm driving. I'm gonna just kind of park it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. So
get out.
so for reference at this point, you have actually gone over to the third parking lot, which has
Okay.
the tobacco shop and the Port City Animal Hospital.
That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna park a few cars away and then discreetly go over to the Neon and find. Is it locked? Am I that lucky?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I tell by looking in or around it if it might have any sort of like car alarm?
It's a purple neon.
I don't know. That probably doesn't. Just checking.
It's too old.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. What do I need to roll to unlock it?
You're going to need to roll. Give me
Intelligence or
intelligence and larceny.
drive? And larceny? I have a dot in larceny. Weirdly. Okay, so intelligence and larceny. So okay. Difficulty 6 still?
Yes. It is a neon.
2.
Okay. So, and this is a true story for some of these older cars that came out around this area, Saturns as well. Unfortunately, they had a flaw with the door that if you need it just right, you could pop the lock and open the door. Yeah, experience had a car stolen that way.
Yeah.
Dang.
So you instead of, because you don't have a Slim Jim or anything to try and hook it up with, so you go old fashioned way. You put a dent in the door. Again, no one's going to notice. And bank, and then of course the door is popped ajar a little bit, so you're able to get in real quick. And now it is intelligence and
Drive.
no, it's definitely not drive.
Mechanical engineering.
We'll do. I'll let you roll. Dexterity and mechanical engineering.
Okay.
The hot wire.
Okay, so Dex. So 6. And because I have a specialty in mechanical aptitude, it lowers my difficulty by 2.
Yes.
So difficulty 4?
Difficulty 4.
Wow, 2.
2 successes. Okay, well that's enough.
That works.
So she gets in, and you can tell, like in the back seat, that this thing, like the back seat, is not used for people. It's
Just
for
storage.
Yeah, it's their junk, most of which is trash.
That's okay.
You get in there, you mess the wires, to eventually get that started, and as soon as it starts up, it sounds like a congested person.
I give it a bit of gas and stuff to kind of get it going, and then once it does that, it kind of settles down a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean it just sounds congested. Like it's old. No one's expecting it to be stolen. It's probably on its last leg, anyways. But you are in the vehicle.
We're gone.
Okay. As you drive out of the parking lot, for effect, because they're this kind of people. It has a modified muffler.
Oh God.
So it's a dark purple neon that's like
But
really
it's
loud
loud.
because it's supposed to look fast. Yeah, so you're like,
Ugh, that is not what I wanted. God. Okay.
But they're not going to be looking for this vehicle.
Okay.
So at this point, she's,
I don't know of any other safe houses.
Yeah, Jocelyn's like, okay, where to now, Earnhardt?
I just wanted to ditch the hot rod, and at this point, I don't know where to go. It seems like if I go any place, I'm just gonna, they're just gonna find me. So, I'm gonna keep driving.
Okay.
I don't know.
And you said you text Sly?
I was calling him.
Oh, okay. So Sly, at this point, you get a call.
Nope. Hey, Joe, what's going on?
That they hit the haven. They hit the safe haven that I was at with a crane of all things.
Was
And
it
we're on the
was
run
it her?
now.
Was it her? Do you
I,
know?
I don't. I didn't get a look at anybody, right? I just basically saw that they were attacking and left.
A
I
crane
didn't
fell
stop to
over,
look.
damaged the warehouse, and you bailed.
Yeah, a crane of some sort fell onto the warehouse, which shouldn't be happening in the first place, and I just left. So I think that the haven's been compromised.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm on the run now in a different vehicle,
Okay.
and I don't know where to go at this point. I'm just kind of driving around, hoping that they don't see me in this weird, inconspicuous car. It has a really bad modified muffler.
Oh, modified. So you're really loud, huh? I was gonna say
Just
meet
trying
us
not
where we're
to
at,
be.
but yeah, we're in kind of an upscale
Where
neighborhood
are
right
you,
now.
though? I don't think I should go there because I'm concerned about Euro's safety. But um, yeah, I don't know where you guys are at. Are you guys at the checking out his place?
Exactly. Actually, do you happen to know where that is?
Do I know where the Princess Haven is? I would
No.
expect not. No, it's not something that she shared. Rightfully so.
Okay. I think you should meet us here. It's going to be conspicuous, and I know you might be drawing her here, but she's just going to be relentless at this point. Wherever you go,
Yeah.
she's going to find you.
Okay. If just tell me the crossroads and I'll find it.
Right. And I go ahead and tell her where it is.
Okay.
Okay. I hang up and I had it on speakerphone and I look at Joss like you ready for a drive?
And she says, "Can we get it above 55?"
We can maybe find another car after this one. I mean,
Please.
Okay. All right. So as we're making our way, I will be actively looking for another parking lot with,
Okay.
a better car selection potentially.
Okay. That could be a little bit if you're
That-
gonna stick to the freeway, but that's fine.
Well, I'm gonna not. I just my concern about being in the city, of course, is that they're gonna hear a loud car and think it's like, so they're already on high alert. So that's the whole reasoning behind trying to keep it a little bit away from the city. But I get it. Maybe occasionally I'll get off on an exit ramp or something and kind of drive by a spot that I think might have it because I've been here for 5 years. I feel like I should know where some of these,
Yeah.
areas are.
Mhm.
So,
And thank you, Lollygaggers, for the raid of 27. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Woo!
Hooray!
Welcome.
All right, so you are attempting to make your way there, but also ditch the dark purple loud neon.
Yeah.
Okay, so those of you who are at the house, Charles and Charlotte, you have made your way back to your vehicle to observe.
Char's putting her armor back on,
Okay.
just in case.
That's a yeah.
Same with Charles.
Same with Charles.
Same with Charles. All right. Petra and Sly.
So Sly goes up to Petra and he's like, "So that was Joe. She was at the warehouse, but it was crashed into by a crane. Fell on top of it. Seems like the adversary found her again. So she's on the run
How?
again.
Okay.
Whatever she's got, she can track her. She's apparently capable of that. So I
Great.
said for them to just come here because at this point, it seems like she can just track Joe wherever she goes.
Okay. I guess it's going to be a long night,
Yeah.
but at least here she'll have the rest of us to help her if
Bingo.
it comes to that. Okay. You good to go inside? Apparently there are 2 bodies.
Oh.
Like live bodies? Let
Living
me see if I
people.
can
That's
see
okay.
anything.
Sure. Go figure it out.
Jerome, I'm gonna scan with my glasses
Okay.
again.
There's no
You want me to roll
crying in
again?
baseball!
Discord. Okay. Two.
Dos. Okay, so you scan at this point, and you see a total of 6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I tell what they are?
They're all kind of giving off the same sort of aura that like they're calm but cautious. One, however, has a sickly green color to it.
Okay, I have a feeling that that's something
Dale's
bad.
like, I already know about that. That's sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Petra's new at this, so she doesn't know what the colors mean yet, but the sickly green probably is not great. So she'll lean over and say, I'm picking up 6. One of them is a different color. It's kind of a gross green. I don't know what that means, but ready?
Okay. Let's get the others with us first.
Oh, do you think?
I mean, they're right there and they're not doing anything, so we might as well have them come
Okay.
with us if we're going to be confronting these things.
I mean, if there are 6 of them, we could use that other stake.
You and I have been in a position where we were up against multiple foes before when
You're
our
right, and
friendly knight ran away.
I overestimated. You're right. Okay. I will text Charlotte and say, could use backup to go inside.
Char informs Charles
Mhm.
and then says, we'll be there soon.
Okay, Petra, can you real quick give me a wits and alertness check, difficulty 8.
Willpower.
Dose.
Okay, so right as you were communicating to Sly, like about getting the rest of the team together or whatnot, you end up seeing, like, at the very last minute, one of them like lifts something up, and you heard something that sounded kind of like a soft typewriter. Would you like to make a dodge?
I would like to make a dodge, actually.
Okay, go ahead and give it a check. Dex and athletics. You've been around long enough to know that even though you can't make out the shapes exactly, that was a gun. 3. Okay.
3.
So Sly, you do see her start to like move and get out of the way, but she ends up getting clipped.
Oh no.
Okay, so yeah, that's no bueno. Okay, well, potentially no bueno. You can, however, roll your stamina.
I also have a vest.
Yes. The vest will take off 2 points of damage.
Oh.
Did Char and Charles hear that noise?
No, they did not.
Dang it.
Wow, silenced.
Yep.
Okay. Your vest comes through. Your vest is pretty much done for at this point. You take
Okay.
how
One
much?
success on stamina.
Oh, lucky dog. Okay, so your vest still is no good. As you feel the impact, like somebody punched you in the side, you can feel the round against your flesh. but it didn't actually. It didn't break through past the vest.
Oh,
We are now in combat rounds.
Nice.
Okay.
okay.
So I
Roll
need. So I
initiative?
need. Yes, roll initiative. Roll all initiative. It's going to be your dex and your wits. So add those together, and then 1d10 roll.
Application did not respond.
Yeah, some weird going on.
Oh, yeah, I got that too.
Well, maybe we'll just do this.
Application did not respond.
Maybe we can't use that dice bot in this channel.
Yeah, for some reason that particular dice bot looks like it's down. It's offline, so maybe they're working on it.
So 15 for Sly.
Okay, I got 16.
So we're just using /mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
is that one
slash
works?
MM. You don't have to put any difficulty in it or whatnot. Just worried about the number, not what it comes up with. Okay, so
Good roll.
what did everybody get? I got Dale at 15, Brittany at 16.
Charles at 16.
Char's at 15 as well.
Wow.
Because it's 10 plus dex and wits, right?
Yep.
Yep, then yeah, 15.
Well, you guys are hella fast this time. Okay, so starting with the 16s.
We were ready.
Yeah.
We were prepared.
Yeah, you guys were approaching that house and you're like, I've seen this movie before. We're about to get shot.
Yeah.
So you were ready. You were on the balls of your feet. Okay, Brittany and Davey.
I did not hear the.
That is true.
So I'm going off the assumption that it's still safe to go inside. So he's
Yep.
going to. His action is going to be to just move into the house, like la da 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 da.
Okay, so just running forward on your initiative. That's fine.
Yep.
Brittany.
Yeah, I'm going to draw a oh boy. Okay. Well, okay. I'm going to draw my Winchester carbine
Let's go.
and
Yeah, Sly.
take
She
us-
had that. She also had that hidden somewhere in her cardigan.
The cardigan of many things. No,
Yeah.
I did. I did actually.
I need one of those cardigans. It's like, I think Char only has her pistol. It's not like she can hide her machine gun in her car.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and take cover and like, or maybe like keep cover and try and like move forward, but like definitely try and take cover.
Okay, well, there's no. I mean, you could actually step back instead of advancing because you were near the tree, and you could hunker down by the tree to give you a little bit of cover.
Well, are there any like wall
No.
bits?
Mm-mm.
No wall bits.
No. Your only options here are to either do that, fall back to the street to give yourself some more range, or advance and take the fight directly to them and hopefully shoot to kind of cover your advance.
Dang it. Okay. I'll go to the tree.
Okay. And the Winchester carbine uses what again? Oh, lordy. Okay. Loud rounds. I mean, even a 22 would be kind of loud, not terrible, but a 44 on the other hand.
We definitely hear that one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I haven't shot it yet.
Okay.
No, I know. So you've ducked down and you're going to fire?
Should I fire?
Can
should I
she
wait?
see any of them?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can't. Okay. Did their auras change? Can I still see the auras?
Yeah.
Are they like angry or like can I infer from the colors?
They are determined.
Can I shoot the green one?
Yeah, you could certainly try. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go.
For all intents and purposes right now, your glasses are acting kind of like
Infrared.
Infrared. Except it's picking up on emotions.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Emotional damage.
And firearms, huh?
Yep. So you're down one die because you drew your weapon. So it's going to be dex and firearms.
-1.
-1 die, yes.
What was the difficulty again? 6.
Typically 6.
Yeah, still 6. Okay. 2.
2. Okay. Narrowly miss. So you pop off around. Everybody heard that, by the way. And you end up like connecting with part of the house.
What the heck?
Not to be deterred. 15s.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so then there at this point you're saying there's no cover to speak of except that
tree.
That tree.
Well, there's the fountain out here in the front too. But you to get cover, you would have to like hug it by getting in,
right.
or like lay down amongst the rubble, which would be awkward.
Okay. Let's see, and she's firing.
You were absolutely muted, Rachel, but it looked like you enjoyed whatever you said. No worries.
Sorry, I'm talking to my sister in the door. Sorry.
That's fine.
Let's see. And I take it, since I don't have a pair of fancy glasses, I'm not able to actually see them right now? Or can I?
You can give me another, at this point, wits and investigations check. Difficulty 7.
Okay.
The downside is they're silenced and suppressed.
Right.
So you're not really seeing flashes, muzzle flashes either, but it's possible you might see them.
2 successes.
Okay. It's black on black, but one of which is like night, and the other is sort of like more of a flat black of the individuals, which that you're able to kind of key in on.
Okay. Let's see, and they haven't gone yet. If I moved, would I be able to? Well, let's see. How far into the house are they? Like, are they a decent distance in? Or?
It's hard to say, but it looks like at least 2 of the ones that you see here are probably at windows.
Mm.
Okay. So maybe using the blown out window for cover, on either side.
Okay. Let's see here. Then he is going to yeah, all right. He's going to go ahead and use his voice of heaven to see if he can get those 2 that he sees to listen to him. And he's going to say, throw down your weapons.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and roll that. It's manipulation plus leadership. I'm doing this to 2 of them. So that's going to be difficulty 8 because it's multiple. Okay. And fail. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay, go ahead. Let her rip.
And that's a botch instead.
Oh
Awesome.
no!
Okay.
Do you need another reroll?
A little late now, but
yeah.
So instead of yelling, you still of course yell it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but all you get in return is,
and his name is John C.
Cursey language.
So can't see me. So they don't respond. They're a little puzzled at this point that you're screaming at them to throw down their weapons and you're not returning fire.
Yeah.
Maybe you're law enforcement or something, but somebody on your side already fired, so they're not too sure what to make of that. However, it's their turn finally.
Wait, what about me?
What about you?
I have a 15.
No, you don't. You got a 9. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
No, I had a 15.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, you had a 15. Go ahead.
Don't make me question. Okay. So hearing that, Shar probably takes cover behind the car at the moment.
So their car, which would have been pulled forward, or your car, which is still back a ways.
Probably the one back a ways because
Okay.
we hadn't.
Okay.
But she's going to first, if I can. I don't know how much time I have on my turn, but she's going to call, Lillian.
Okay.
Saying that shots have been fired at the mansion.
Okay, so you're right now at this point. Again, you're in combat round, so you're dialing. Okay. So now it's their turn. Alrighty, let's take a look. They see Charles advancing, so there's a potential of 3 getting popped. Pop, 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 pop. So gunfire against yells a lot. Okay, that's a possible hit. If you guys are ducking for cover, you're going to need to give me a dex and athletics check and -1 for a die your previous action.
All right.
All of us?
If you're potentially being hit. I have a potential hit against Petra and Charles. You're probably just a bit too far back. That one, oh no. That may be a hit. Okay. So I need dex and athletics checks from all you guys.
Would I be down a die or?
Yes, because you took a turn to run.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay.
2 for me.
2 for you? Okay.
Wow. 2 successes.
Not bad.
4 successes.
Not, or even better. Okay, so at this point, so you just yelled, right, Sly? So you're just kind of standing. Okay, so instinctively you just kind of hit the ground, and go prone as you can hear the fly right past you. Brittany, Petra, you kind of hunkered down by the tree, and as soon as you see that looks like they're about ready to start opening up, you ducked a little bit more to hug the tree a little bit more, and around end up flying around, flies from the darkness of the house, strikes the tree, and a bit of tree and bark goes flying. And then Charles, you didn't even see it, unfortunately, because you don't really see the guys. But you're not running in a straight pattern, and you hear come flying like right past you, and then the windshield of the car that Charlotte is at just spiders.
Wow.
And of course, you've been in enough action films to know, yeah, these are suppressed and silenced weapons. So all you hear is like the faint sound of typewriters, which is basically what that would sound like in real life.
Okay. They are not playing around.
Right.
Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. That is the top of that round. So, Charlotte, why don't you end up giving me a perception and investigations check. You're trying to take this is a free action. You're trying to observe everything that's going around, considering a stray bullet just hit the car you traveled in.
Yeah. Okay. Perception and alertness, you said?
Perception and investigation.
Perception and investigation. Sorry.
Keeping your head on the swivel.
Harry
Normal 6,
Yes.
3 successes.
Okay. So you end up so in the distance, all because it's loud, you end up hearing what sounds like a car that has like a hole in the muffler, but the hole in the muffler is being pushed out like a tiny hole that has some perforation to it, so it sounds almost like a bad version of a mini motorcycle that's in a high gear. And you actually, when you turn around and look, you can actually see like this rolling steam coming at you, down from out of the neighborhood and rolling in your direction, from where you're at. So top of the round. So we're at 16. So Brittany and Davey.
Okay.
Well, you can't see the people just yet. You could certainly roll, but you know there's gunfire coming from over there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hide behind the fountain.
Okay, why don't you give me a dex and athletics check as you run and baseball slide for some cover.
And this is no, I'm not down a die.
No.
Okay. 7 successes.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Well, I mean, he's a stunt guy, so yeah. So
exactly.
So he's just like knife handing it all the way, just and then ducks down, sliding up. He could, secretly hears one of the guys for no particular reason. Safe. Just slides like right into place. Part of you in the back of your mind,
sound effects.
yeah. Part of you in the back of your mind, you're expecting somebody to yell "cut," but then the other half of your mind is like, no, this is the real thing. Like, no director's going to stop this. I got to keep my game face on, sort of thing.
Right.
You don't have any like handheld weapons outside of like your sword, right?
Just the sword.
Okay.
I guess I could, instead of getting psychokinetic channeling, I could get throwing and get throwing knives. Chucking them at people.
Maybe
Sure.
I should have asked if anybody needed a firearm.
Brittany.
I'm going to spray and pray.
Hey,
With a lever action rifle. That's perfect.
I mean,
You could certainly take.
can I do that?
You can certainly take.
Or should
more
I?
than
Do
one
I need to
action.
actually just aim?
You can make more than one action if you want, but you're down one die each time. The downside, of course, with a lever action weapon, there's really no pray and spray.
Dang it.
Or spray and pray.
Okay.
It just doesn't have that much ammo to throw out like that.
That's what the Uzi's for.
Right.
Right. I gotta
This-
switch it up.
This is true.
That's okay. Okay. Can I can't tell which one fired on me, can I?
No.
Um,
Again, same reason with slide. That
yeah.
you're not really seeing much of the
Yeah.
way of muzzle flashes. So you
I'll
just,
just go
pick
ahead
somebody and
and-
pick on them.
Yeah, I'll just pick one. Pick one and aim.
The green one.
Going after the green one again
Yeah, might as well.
because he stands out.
Yeah. Mm. Three successes.
Okay. So that is a possible hit. Nice. Roll damage.
Ooh. I believe it is 8.
Yeah, remember when I said it was a 44?
Nice.
There's a trade-off with the loud noise.
Right.
A lot of damage.
3.
Oh, so that one, so that round hits. It ends up like hitting the building. You see like particles break off at that point, and it still had enough oomph from the round to strike the person that you were hit. So he was actually he was hit.
Nice.
You gonna take another shot? You're down 1 die.
Yeah, sure.
This is the country version of Highlander. There can be only one.
Ooh, that was a
5
good one.
successes.
Wow.
Woo!
Oh, that's potentially really bad. Okay, so because you guys usually forget about this, firearms don't come up a whole lot in the game. You get 3 extra die for this particular damage roll.
Yes. Oh, great.
My
Because they
goodness.
made a bad defense
Yeah,
roll.
they
so you
did.
get the
They,
net
well, they,
success.
they didn't make a good enough. Is basically
Yeah.
what it comes down to. Yeah,
Mhm.
this is one of the reasons why firearms are really particularly nasty.
5 successes.
Oh,
Oh my
so basically,
Oh.
here's what this is what ends up Petra ends up doing. So you line up the shot after without flinching. The round kind of flies above you, spackles the area with some wood shards and bark, and you took a page from the Gunfighter's Handbook. You might have read, or some westerns that you watched when you're younger, and you took the first shot, bam, and you capped him, and you put him in a position where it forced him to step out a second, and when he came out from the cover, like you just rapid fire with that hammer, and then you see him like fall over backwards.
Wow.
Does his aura go out?
Great question.
Does his aura go out?
This is within the ticks of seconds, right? You can ask
Do
me
you
that.
want to
Okay.
take? Yeah.
You
like-
can ask me that next round.
Right.
Okay.
Or if you would like to pause and purposely look, and you can take one more action to stare. I don't advise doing that.
No,
Do you want to take another shot and be down 2 dice?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, let's gamble. Let's go. It's Vegas night. Let's go.
Davey, the little demon on the shoulder.
Yeah.
He's like, you want to gamble?
2 successes.
Oh. Are you really regretting missing your sword at this point?
I mean,
So you hit again, you're up 1 die for damage?
Nice.
different tools
Dude.
for different jobs.
Woohoo.
I just hope these aren't people that I know.
I know.
It's the sheriff.
Fred, Jerry,
And-
What happened to you?
so sorry.
It's Terrence.
It's the Keeper of Elysium. It's the Harpy.
No whammies and stop!
6.
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah, so at that,
Grace.
so at that point, like Charles, as you're looking up, and Sly, as your guys are like firing, like Petra at this point, she's missed her calling. Like she's just like bam, 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 and within 3 shots, she has apparently taken out 2 of them. Just
Nice.
Yeah, she's just like lever actioning that thing. Like
Yeah,
an old
secretly,
Western.
secretly in the background, even though the only sound is really coming from her weapon, you hear.
It's because Charles is nearby. That's why all these extra
Exactly,
effects
the
come up.
cinematic stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
It's very distracting.
I know.
Oh, I have
It's like,
cinematic aura.
how do you perform
Make
in this?
sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
All right.
a sound crew in the background.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
is the
Followed by
dragon
sound
still?
crew.
Is the dragon still on my shoulder?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, that's probably. That
So we are at 15s. Shar and Dale,
Okay.
or Abby and Dale. And Joe, if you didn't realize that smoke that's rolling down the road, that's you. The loud smoke.
No,
Oh no, you overheated.
Did I?
Oh.
That means if the smoke is there, that means you're the smoke show. Just to let. That's what he just said.
Oh.
That or you're burning oil?
Okay. So
I'm trying to
let's
find a
see
new
here.
car at this point.
Okay. So Sly is he's gonna exalt and he's gonna say, "That's the way. Take him down, everybody." He's gonna roll. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Every time Dale plays Sly, I can't help but think he's like the defender on the team, and we're playing City Heroes.
No,
Like,
he's the bard.
I was thinking
Yeah, or
he's
the
the
bard,
bard. I mean, he
Okay.
hasn't tried to seduce anybody as far as I'm aware, but
Yet.
it's early days.
If
Surprise
George was
successes.
here, he said he would say something about Cass.
His friends surely did.
So 5 successes. So that's going to mean that all of you guys on your next roll, you could roll 5 extra dice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
5 extra. Woo! Jerome's like, oh.
yeah, and Petra over here's got a weapon. Has got a firearm. So, ouch. Oh, so Abby.
Yeah, she's making that phone call to Lillian.
Okay. You're not actually going to waste the dice check to make the call, right?
But that's what I was doing for my
No,
break.
I know. Okay. So you're not going to take another action on top of that?
I will take another action
Okay.
on top of that.
So right now you're on the phone. It hasn't picked up just yet. So are you drawing a weapon?
Yeah, she only has a handgun. I don't think it has a distance. Does it?
All weapons have a distance.
What I know firearms have a distance, but can she shoot from the distance
Oh God,
she's
yeah.
at?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You were, as I stated, at the distance you're at, you still can. They are roughly within 5 yards of the house.
Okay.
You're very
So
close.
you are maybe 30.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was imagining a larger distance because fancy houses are usually further from the
I mean,
curb.
there is, yeah, but again, it's not. It's you're in the range at this point of target shooting with a pistol, but you still are more than capable of hitting a target at that range.
Okay, well, I am going to, still having the phone on my ear, trying to shoot.
Okay,
At
so you're down 1 die. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay.
As your kind of mom energy in this particular situation.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, because you got like the phone, like this. You got your pistol, like this. Hey, Lillian, can you come? Yeah.
Fair. Okay, there it is.
So it's going to be Dex and firearms.
Plus 5.
I have the blurs, apparently. Ugh.
Since it's no, I'm not going to make you charge you an action for a phone that you're on. So yeah, plus 5.
What?
6 successes. Then.
Mm. God, this is gonna hurt. So you got 6. So you're gonna add 3 to your damage roll for the firearm.
Okay, and my damage roll is 4.
So
that's 4
7.
dice.
Let's roll 7 dice then total.
Oh my goodness. 5 successes.
Wow.
Oh
That's 4
my
10s.
goodness!
My gosh. Okay.
Wow. So at this point, you hunker down where you're at, and
It's a good thing
like
those don't explode.
just over the just over the bushes that were right there from the neighbor, you end up seeing some movement and just let one fly, and you just end up seeing that guy. You don't know if he's dead because you don't have that kind of vision, but you see him go flying. Okay, so that was their actions. There are effectively 2 left. They are running.
Right.
So they are running further into the house. You can pursue if you would like.
I mean, at this point, we should press our luck, right?
I would.
Okay,
Were the ones
I
in
have a
the
soundbite for that. Pressure luck.
No whammies and stop!
so the ones in the windows they were taken care of?
As far as you can tell, yeah,
Okay.
they weren't the only ones in the windows, but but yeah. So you don't. I mean, you can hear movement obviously on the inside. It's dark, so if you guys can't see, you will be at a disadvantage. Just letting you know. And at this point, all of you can hear a very loud car coming into the neighborhood. It's got
Not mine.
smoke rolling off,
I
rolling out
changed
from
my
under the
car,
hood.
remember? Again?
You were trying to. You couldn't find anything comparable.
Okay.
Comparable to the Neon.
Comparable?
Yes.
There's 100 cards comparable to that.
Thank you for the follow. So yeah, I mean, and the engine's just making all this loud, rattling noises and whatnot. I mean, at this point, the only noise that has really happened has come from you guys.
Right.
So, but the
Really?
neighborhood is obviously keeping is rattled by the fact that there are these gunshots and shouting that's going on out here.
Maybe that actually is a distraction. They think it's all just a card backfiring.
One could hope.
Well,
over and
I've
over
done
and
100
over.
cards between here and there, but
So, are you guys going to bum rush the house and pursue?
Pursue.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
So all 4 of you go running in. Joe, well, you don't even really have an option at this point. The car just rolls to practically an abrupt stop as just smoke is billowing out from out of the hood.
I probably did this car like a favor in putting it out of its misery with this one less heroically adventurous ride.
You probably did. It's had more important. It's had more or less important things in the last 15 to 20 minutes that you gave it than now. So
Yeah.
all right. But as you were
Reliving
coming
its
up,
glory days.
you end up seeing obviously your 4 friends go rushing into this burnt up house.
I know this is the Haven. Do I see anybody outside?
No. Not that you would know this, but there's been gunfire here. People would have been away from their windows and not peeking outside.
Okay. Well, shit.
Shar was probably the last one in.
Yes.
don't know what to do. Like, do I go in? I basically have no choice but to park the car because it's on its last
Yeah.
backfire anyway. All right, so I get out and I hear gunshots and
You
stuff.
recognize you recognize the two vehicles that are here. One belonged to Petra, and the other one, I think, belonged to Sly.
Yeah.
Petra's car has a broken windshield. It took a round.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I have no idea what to do right now.
You could hold your action.
I basically, like, I know you guys are in there, but I literally am useless. I have no weapon. I can't fight for crap. So
You could hide by the neighbor's house.
I guess
you could get in one of the vehicles. You can certainly drive.
You could call someone.
Yeah, I know. I just
You could do a little dance. Make a little. No.
Do a little
She
dance.
does have somebody to do that with. It would be highly inappropriate.
A little later, maybe. All right, fine. I'm gonna go hide beside one of the cars and pull my phone out and call. Well, Sly is, I think, the only number I really have.
Okay.
So
you actually hid beside Sly's car. Jocelyn is following you, kind of laying low at this point. She doesn't have any firearms on her right now either.
Yeah, I mean, just keep it to the shadows as much as I can.
So as you guys are running into the house, right, Sly, as you break in through the front door, which it's not really there anymore.
Yeah.
Your phone starts to ring. Everybody else is running onto the inside. Everybody who is running inside, give me a wits and investigations check. Difficulty 8 due to the darkness.
Okay.
And you all lack the magic missile to attack the darkness.
Dang it.
Oh man. Okay.
What did you say to roll again?
Wits and investigation.
Fail.
One success.
Failure.
Now.
Failure.
Okay. So you got distracted by the phone call.
Yep.
Davey, I take it then you spent a willpower point.
I did spend will.
Make sure you say that before you roll. And mark that off on your character sheet. Abby, Charlotte, you come running in. Unfortunately, it's a dark, also charred house. So you're moving as quick as you can. But it's obviously hard to get around because the darkness of the night matching the scorched walls, trying to figure it out what's going on. You're able to navigate, but you quickly lose sight of the other people you're pursuing. Petra and Charles, however, you have the opportunity to try and do something as you both come in from slightly different angles. Petra, you're kind of off to the right. Charles, you came in off to the left and going down a hallway. Petra, you're actually cutting through what you think may have been a dining room. You've got one chance to try and do something.
All right. Stabby McStabberson.
Okay. So you are going to have so even if you go full run, you're not going to be able to catch up with him to stab him. If you want to throw your sword, you certainly can.
I don't have throwing. I guess just keep up with them.
What's your athletics?
4.
Okay. Well, you're going to cover quite a bit of ground. Petra, what's your athletics?
3.
Okay. Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
Yeah, my notes stopped at the purple neon. Did something happen after that?
No, I tried to find another car, but I guess he didn't give me the opportunity to look for one outside of the purple neon. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know I'm gonna be useless to you guys, to be honest.
It's okay. Just hang tight.
Not useless. You are a driver. We are going to have to get out of here, and I'd like you to drive in the car I'm going to be in, if you don't mind. That'd be great.
Well, I'm trying to call you and distract you at the same time. You know, two birds, one stone. So
Sweet.
we'll see.
Plus, you have a fallen bodyguard, so just sick her on people, and there you go.
Yeah, I mean maybe, but I don't know anything about them.
Right.
Aren't I lucky? I have a fallen girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
I mean, let's not get personal.
You may not be alone in that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, out of character.
Right.
Yeah, see what's happening.
There's no accounting for taste.
All right. Sorry.
He was a 5.
Okay, so Charles, you are pursuing and you are gaining ground. You might be able to do something on your next
Nice.
action. Petra.
Yeah. Can I look through my glasses again?
You still are.
I mean, what do I see through my glasses?
You're pretty much
Jerome?
the only one that can actually see what you're pursuing because you see the hurried
Auras.
image of the aura trying to get away from you.
Yeah.
So your only opportunity here is to run and gun, which isn't necessarily safe. But I mean, you're kind of hot right now.
Yeah.
And
gonna go
Rachel just
ahead.
gave you a reroll.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go.
Where's my? Here we go. I'm gonna run and gun.
Okay. So this is going to be your first action is a increased difficulty, but you still have
Well, maybe I should shoot
5.
and then run.
Brittany, it's not going to matter.
Okay.
You're,
All right.
you're at an increased difficulty either way,
Yeah.
Okay.
but you're up 5 dice for this particular attack.
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
Amazing.
Just remember to sing
Okay.
Amazing Grace as you're doing it.
I already do that. It's like anyway, yeah. Okay, so Dex and Firearms.
Dex and Firearms.
What's my
+5.
difficulty? Oh my gosh.
Difficulty
What's
7.
the difficulty? Okay.
I actually pity this guy. He doesn't even have enough potential dice to dodge if you get a good enough roll.
I'm scared. Oh my gosh!
Wow!
That's amazing. Okay, two successes.
Do you want to reroll?
From
Out of 12.
Yes, let's
Okay.
re-roll that.
Yeah.
Out of 12 dice. Okay. That's amazing.
Okay.
3 successes.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's still one better. He might have a chance. No. You're up
Dang
1
it.
die for damage.
Oh,
not
okay.
quite. So
Failure.
wow. Okay. So
My luck ran out.
yeah, so you shot or I should say oh yeah, you can't actually botch damage. Never mind. So you end up shooting him, But what ends up happening is you end up barreling like the round. It nicks like the webbing on his outfit, and you see it just like like spray open, sort of thing. But you didn't actually hurt him. Would you like to take another action?
Why not?
Okay, so you're down 1 die. You don't
Minus
have
the 5, right?
minus the 5. Yes.
Okay. Still difficulty 7.
Still difficulty 7. Yes.
1.
So maybe you just need to like not move and like line your shots up that way. Yeah. So at this point, so you take another shot at him, and with one hand he like plants it down on the remains of a back window and just like hurdles himself outside as your round goes wide and strikes like the top part of the window seal.
Okay.
If you'd like to take another action, you can. You're down 1 more die.
All right. Twist my arm. 3.
Oh, that is a hit. So you're up 1 die for damage.
Let's go.
So at that one, you basically you slide to a brief stop. You don't hurtle out the window to pursue it. Just right as you see him get into the car, you pop another round. At this point, connect right to his back, and you see him fall like straight over.
Wait, he was getting into a car?
He was heading to a car. Yes.
Okay.
And at this point, you end up seeing because unfortunately, Sly and Charlotte are having difficulty navigating the way to the house to keep up a pursuit. So you end up seeing the other guy break through the remains of the back door with Charles like in like Roscoe P. Coltrane in hot pursuit, like right behind him, just like
nice,
like putting everything he's got into the run. So that his action. He's going to spray and pray at this point. Just turn his gun backwards and blindly fire, hopefully striking Charles to get him off his case. Charles, would you like to make a dodge? And if you do, you're down 1 die.
Dodge 1 die. 5 successes.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. So he just kind of turns to kind of and just. So you kind of veer off to one side as you're booking it, and thankfully, Petra, it's nowhere near close enough, but you can hear the rattling and peppering of rounds as they impact against the burned out house, and he's making his way to his vehicle as well. So really, at this point, round wise, it's just up to you two. So, and actually, you two are at the top of the round, so. Who wants to call it first? Charles, you have 1 opportunity to swing on him.
Let's go with the
Can I yell, use the stake?
Use this.
Yeah.
Can I stake the guy? Would I be able to stake the guy in this turn, or
you could certainly try? You're basically trying to stake him from behind.
Okay, that's actually a lot easier because you don't have the ribs in the way.
I hear the ribs go all the way around.
Oh, dude,
the other side of the back.
Oh man, same difficulty then. Let's go for difficulty 4. Okay, let's.
I hear it forms a cage.
Weird.
I saw it on House.
That was Grey's Anatomy.
You know what? I'm gonna do a slide kick and see if I can't knock this guy down and
to trip him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So at that point, then it's going to be Dex and it would be to hit. It's Dex and your kick.
Okay. Four successes.
Ooh. So at this point, Petra, you see him slide, like he runs, throws himself forward, and slides across the ground. As he connects with the guy, go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
You're going to be -4 because of a soak.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Oh, one success. That's enough.
All you need. That's all you
Yep.
need to trip him up. So he slides and then trips the guy up as he, falls and ends up like slamming up against the car. He's trying to get up to get the hell out of here. Charles, you can take another action if you'd like. You're down 1 die.
Yeah, let's Okay, what would it be to stake the fella?
Staking specifically is going to be Dex and melee, and it's a difficulty 8 to successfully do it.
But I can't use swords.
That is correct.
Oh,
Swords do not
man.
stake. Contrary to people who use bowguns.
Yeah. Shoot.
The dots still count, though, right?
Mm-mm.
To strike, yes, but no, you cannot stake somebody with a sword. Ah!
I'm kind of stuck here. Let's grab him. Let's do a grab. Maybe Petra can get over in time.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do a grab.
Okay, so you're going to be down 1 die, so give me a Dex and grab check for you.
Right. One success.
Okay, so you are trying to grab him and he like ducks down right out of the way and you end up grabbing like the driver's side or the passenger side mirror. Like,
Oh. Shoot. Do I go for another one? Yeah, all right. Let's go. Let's
okay,
go for
down 1 more die.
let's do a double hit kick.
Okay.
Yeah, it hits twice. All right. So that's 3 and 3. Come on, baby. Show me some love. 3 successes.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Roll your damage, 4 soak.
4 soak. And okay, so and this is twice, right?
Yes.
4.
So you'll make 2 separate rolls. Pop, pop.
2 successes on one.
Ooh.
3 successes on the other.
Oh, smack, smack.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, is he down or is he still like struggling to?
He's still trying to get out of here. You've beaten him pretty severely with those kicks. Brittany?
Can I, while I'm running, can I stow the gun and pull out my stake?
You sure can. You'll be down, stow the gun and pull out a stake, down and then run up to him. You'll be down 2 dice.
What if I don't stow the gun and I just pull out my stake?
You'll still be down 2 dice. You got to run up to him at this point and draw the weapon.
Okay.
Also, has Lillian picked up yet?
Lillian has actually picked up at this point.
Okay.
She just hears gunfire. Okay. Get Charles a wooden sword. Nice.
Hey,
Okay.
that would work.
I'm gonna spend a willpower then.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Am I rolling to stake?
Yes. So it's going to be
Dex and melee.
Dex and melee, difficulty 8.
Okay.
Wow.
1 success.
I did give you a reroll.
Is that enough, or do I need to re-roll it?
No.
If
You
you're
gotta
gonna,
say that now before you do
if you're
rerolls.
gonna
Yeah.
stake, if you're gonna stake, you have to have 2 successes to successfully.
Oh,
do that.
okay. Then I will re-roll.
Okay.
Do I still get that willpower back?
Yeah.
Okay.
$19 successes. Let's go. Wow.
So 2. Okay. Petra, roll your damage. Strength +1.
Nice.
Man, 8 is your number.
Let's go.
1.
Okay. Well, 1 success is all you really needed to get in. So you take a moment real quick and you run up there. And Charles, you were like just trying to grab a hold of this guy, and you fired off your kicks, bam, bam, and knocked him loopy, and like he barely had enough to try and get out of the way of Petra, but no success. She comes up and just bam drives that stake into his chest, and you see him like gasp. He's like,
I really hope he was not a human.
and he just
find
looks.
out.
He looks right at Petra as he's dying, and he says, just falls over dead.
Oh no!
No.
Well, okay. Well, now that we're close up,
Uh-oh.
can we? What can we tell about this person?
So now that there's a brief moment, there's a pause in the fighting. So obviously, Lillian is on the phone with Charlotte at this point. You of course relay, what exactly is going on.
Yeah.
There's obviously a lull. Do you tell her that it's over, or what do you say?
Yeah, I say all the all those we engaged with are dead.
Yeah, and she says, and at that point she says, "Not on the phone," and hangs up.
Oh.
Fair.
Yep.
And that's when you guys, obviously there's going to be, police coming here any moment, but you can, as you take a quick look around, every one of these folks were human.
Mm-hmm.
Dag nabbit. I gotta learn what these colors
You
mean.
didn't know.
They did glow.
They
so
tried killing us. Self-defense.
They did
shot at
try
us.
killing us. That's true. Can we
You
rifle
just killed
through?
them right
first,
back.
I'm gonna stow the my weapons, including the stake.
Okay.
Because clearly that was not what I expected. Look through this guy's pockets, see if he has any ID.
Actually, no, none of them have any ID.
No ID.
However,
can I take a picture
Yeah,
of
it's
the
better for
case?
you guys.
However, so I don't know how you guys want to do this. We'll break into role play at this point, but Petra, I will tell you that your little Komodo spirit like runs back to the house real quick and runs back over to the one that had a green aura, and it's pointing at it with its tail.
Okay, I'll just follow that guy.
Okay.
I mean the dragon. And okay, so now I guess I'll use my cell phone light to try and examine this guy.
Okay. So it's able to help. Like it's clearly onto something. It bites down onto the guy's tactical shirt and like pulls like rips it like right off. Of course, the body kind of comes with a little bit, but you can see there's a sort of branding that's on the back of this guy's shoulder, and it's got kind of all these weird spirally shapes on it.
Oh,
Oh God.
I'll take a picture
Okay,
with the flash.
sure. And in the distance, you hear the squelching of tires as a vehicle is driving away.
The one that was watching us. They're out.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the dragon, where to now? Should we follow that?
So I mean, it just looks around and is pointing back to your vehicles.
Okay.
And with
See
that,
Joe in
we
one of
should-
them.
and with that, it vanishes.
We should get out of here.
Agree. Let's book it, everybody.
Would it be safe to say that Joe and Joss are in Sly's vehicle?
Sure,
at this
that's
point?
fine. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah,
Absolutely.
as soon as I see them come out, I'll pop the locks on the door.
Okay.
Shar says that she will pay for the repairs on Petra's car.
Oh, thanks. Where should we go back to the office?
I think so. We need to reconvene.
Yeah, regroup. That's where we've got everybody else.
Maybe take a circuitous route in case somebody's watching.
Yeah, in the
And
distance,
Mhm.
in the distance, you can hear sirens.
we'll both split up. The cars shouldn't take the same route, but we'll both
Yeah.
go to Nos.
Okay.
Let's get out of here, guys.
Okay. So who is so Petra? You're driving.
I guess so. Yeah.
Give me a Dex and drive check. Joe, give me a Dex and drive check.
Sure.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
Nope.
Awesome driver. Oh,
Yeah,
failure.
I am.
I'm gonna re-roll that. Do not need, and I'm gonna spend a will.
5.
Nice.
Five.
nice.
Much better.
You're awesome too.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, you both punch it into
Heal out.
gears. You punch it into gears that you didn't realize these vehicles had. Squelching of
did.
tires coming out. Well, you haven't driven this car,
I know cars.
right? You know cars, sure. And fly. You'll fly off the street. You break off. Doesn't matter if it's the wrong direction or not. You're trying to circumnavigate the town and not, follow together so it looks like something was amiss. And you both bail out of this particular neighborhood. Again, it is still super active on the police scanner. And as you guys are driving back through town, you can tell that from what they, from lighting in the background, part of the town is on fire.
Uh-oh.
Well, that bodes well for
Where?
getting
What-
away.
What part of town?
It's near downtown. It's not quite downtown from what you can tell. You don't.
Is
you
it
don't
the
end up.
warehouse?
No.
Okay.
No, that's the other side of town from where you're at. But you guys pull back up to the, to the office at this point of Night Watch Occult Solutions or
Toss.
yep, NOS.
I'm gonna park a little ways away
Okay.
and maybe
Don't want to be related to that tree.
Yeah. Ditto.
not anywhere, not anywhere close to a street
You
light.
pulled a limb off its cousin. You
Yep.
know.
Good point. Okay. So you roll a little bit forward and kind of around the corner from the front of the place. So it's not quite as obvious, and you're a little bit further away from a streetlight.
Okay. And I'll maybe head in the back door instead.
Sure, that'll work.
Basically following Sly and whomever else. But it's very obvious that Joe is like very paranoid. She's looking around, just basically just waiting for something to jump out in the shadows to chase her at this point.
Mhm.
So yeah, she's a bit paranoid. She doesn't even honestly want to go inside because she doesn't want to bring whatever might be chasing her into this. So
seeing her like kind of
I'm hesitating horribly, like at the car.
Yeah. So Sly's going to be like, I know you've been through a lot. I get it. But you're with all of us now, and if we stay on the move, it's going to make it more difficult for her to come after you. And I mean, with all of us here, we might be able to take her on or scare her off or something. Who knows?
I just the last thing that I want is to bring this trouble into whatever this trouble is. Honestly, I'm not even sure at this point. I don't want to interrupt your guys's like business and where you guys stay, because the last place that I was at literally just got crane toppled over onto it. I just I don't know. I thought that place was a safe haven too, and the last thing I need is for you guys to have your own safety compromised. So
You're a part of our team. You're one of the coven. We're all in this together. If they're coming after you, they're coming after us.
And frankly, whoever this woman is, we know that she's bad news, so we don't want her to get whatever it is she wants.
There you go.
Which in this case must be you.
Why?
I don't know.
She just kind of rolls her eyes at this point, and she's like, "You know what? They already took my brother. Why do they need me at this point?"
You have a brother?
Had a brother.
Who took your brother?
What happened to him?
She immediately just, you see her kind of like react a minute and then just kind of stonewall it. Something that never should have happened in the first place. And she just leaves it at that and just walks forward into the place.
So Jocelyn is with her as well, just kind of looking around. She's on edge though too, just making sure that that Joe is okay.
Well, I'm gonna lock the door and then I'll pull out my phone and show everyone the picture that I took of the guy's tattoo, and I'll say, "Do any of you recognize this symbol?"
Do I recognize anything like that?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Do I recognize it?
Nope.
Okay. Shar?
No.
Okay.
Charles?
Let's go down the list.
Sly?
No. And no.
Well, we all tried, guys.
Yep. You certainly tried.
I feel like I should send this to Yang, but I'm not sure texting him is a good idea.
No.
What ways do you have of reaching out to him?
Maybe I could call him and see if he could come by. I mean, he already knows where this place is.
Yeah. Yep. You might as well.
Okay, I'll go ahead and call him.
Okay. So he picks up. He picks up the phone. He says, "Petra, is everything okay? We just got your grandson and daughter here.
Good. Keep them safe, but I like your opinion on something that we found. We just had a firefight with some guys, and one of them had sort of a green, sickly aura, and he had this weird tattoo, and I took a picture, and I think maybe you might know better than the rest of us what it might mean. Is there a way that I could show it to you?
Keep in mind, we should probably not say a whole lot
Right.
over the phone.
Sorry.
So if you want to text me an address, I could probably show up there.
Okay. You know that building that you found me at that one time?
Yes.
Why don't you go there?
So, he thinks about that for a second. That was a place that your friend said was private. Is that the same place you're talking about? Out of character, if you remember, that was the warehouse.
No, the I'll just text you the address.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm heading out then. Send it to me and I'll get there as soon as I can.
Thank you. So I'll hang up and then I'll text him the address.
Okay.
Is he on his way, or what did
Yeah,
you
he's on his way.
Okay. I'm thinking real quick, before we do anything else, we shouldn't stay in one place for that long. That way, our adversary is going to have a harder time tracking Joe. Because apparently, she's fantastic at that.
I'll be honest with you. When they attacked the warehouse, I'm going to assume it was an attack because that place should have not been aware of by anybody who wasn't really. There's no reason anybody who knew about it should have attacked it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that
So
they
Do you
were
have
able to
a
get in.
bug on your phone?
well, that's why I kind of stole the purple freaking neon. Those things don't have trackers on it. It's so I ditched the other car that I don't think my phone does though. Phones. I just kind of use it as a burner phone. I change it every once in a couple of months or so. Sorry,
Maybe
my
that's
Hi,
cat.
something.
Riley.
Jesus.
Maybe that's
He's-
something Jan can help us figure out too.
Yeah, if this adversary is a shifter, she was supposed to be this werewolf. Is that
What?
correct?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
why would a werewolf be up to me? I don't understand it. I've got nothing to offer, nothing to be threatening about, other than a super stupid superstition.
Well, that's apparently what she's acting on. That stupid superstition. According to Cass's visions, it takes specific elements to bring about this apocalyptic thing that she's going to call forth.
Oh,
And
so
you
you're
happen to
saying
be
I'm
one
an
of the elements.
ingredient. I'm an ingredient to a massive soup pot for the apocalypse. Okay.
Effectively, yeah. If you want an answer and a real one, there you go.
Yeah, that's the best I got too.
Yeah, eventually you end up hearing a knock at the door.
I'll go check.
At this point, I'm super paranoid at any kind of disturbance.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
it's Yong.
okay.
Okay, I'll let him in.
Okay. So he kind of just pulls his his long coat together and steps in on the inside. He says, so what is this symbol or picture or whatever it is?
I'll show it to him.
Okay. So he looks at that and he says, "How did you see that they were? It had like a green glow."
I will offer him the glasses to look at.
Okay. So he's like, kind of does like one of these numbers. Oh, okay. So you've got magic that lets you see something. Then, okay. Uh, hello, Vancouver by night. Greetings.
Hey.
Oh, you missed the big exciting fight.
He may have been here for it. I don't know.
Which, by the way, I will give the glasses to Charlotte because she had wanted to check them out.
Okay.
So
Charlotte is
hopefully I
just
won't
like
need them for now.
a kid with candy, like
Yeah.
super excited, and starts to study them.
So let
Do
me.
you put them on and look through them?
Oh, she definitely does.
She does this thing.
So I will get you the logo and put that in the Facebook chat so you guys know what it looks like.
Oh.
Mm.
So
I figured it was one of those.
Yeah, so Yang looks at it and he says, that is the tribal symbol of the Black Spiral Dancers.
Oh no!
What? That's not vampire related.
So then she sent.
But it is
their-
related to your niece or whatever kid you have, right?
He says, okay,
Well-
where exactly did you see this?
Okay, so you know that we've been working with the vampires, right?
Right.
The prince has been attacked. We were asked to check out her haven, which was a site of the attack, to see if there was anything remaining that needed to be taken care of. So we went by there. There was a team of guys who fired at us when we came close. So we fired back, and one of them had this.
But you were, so did they die? Did they run away? What, this person who had it?
I think we got them all. Right? You didn't see
Except
anyone
for the
get away.
vehicle that was watching the house.
Oh, that's true.
But you said the people that fired on you, did they change? Did you, what happened when you shot them? Or whatever it was you did to them?
They just they died.
They shot back.
I mean, I didn't notice any changes. I mean, it was dark, but if they changed, they wouldn't have used guns, right?
No, I mean they still could have, but that's not what I'm getting at. So who is this? So this prince as an enemy?
Yeah, he's also a vampire.
So it's vampire. So you're saying it's vampire and vampire? Then it's some sort of
So I don't
squabble.
Right. So I don't understand why this is a werewolf thing, right?
It is. It means one of these vampires is dealing with the werewolves.
But vampires hate werewolves.
Black Spiral Dancers are not your typical werewolf. They don't necessarily have that credo of, because they are corruption. They'll use whatever advantage they can take.
Then this Daniel Parker is in league with our adversary.
Is this Daniel Parker the person who you think set up that trap?
Well, Daniel Parker is the one that attacked the prince, so
That's
stand to reason.
probably the direction that this is going. And that means this is a lot bigger than any of us expected.
Wait, so do you think then it's related to Joe getting chased across town?
When did that happen?
Earlier tonight.
Twice. Well,
So
I mean,
your friend gets chased around town by who exactly?
Her, the black spiral dancer queen, clad in the leather with the whip.
So your friend got chased by Zizak?
That's its name.
Rachel didn't know that was her name, huh?
no. Okay.
Surprise!
Hmm.
Can I get that name in the chat?
Yeah. He says
whatever you
if
wrote, you didn't put enough Z's.
I figured I should just ask for that spelling.
he says
Z's are in it.
so at that point he says if that's the case, then this is, and that timing is uncanny. They have to be linked somehow. As to how, I have no idea, but they have to be linked somehow.
Well, weren't you saying that this Daniel fellow wanted a pure city, no
No other supernaturals.
no other supernaturals?
So I don't think that he would. I mean, if he is working with them, then I'm sure it's not a permanent thing. He'll probably cut his losses.
Unless he's also being controlled.
Or he cut some sort of sweetheart of a deal.
That too.
I mean, these vampires are political by nature, right?
Right.
Doesn't seem to know what he's getting himself into. Don't think she's going to really pull through on her end of the deal.
I don't think that either, but I don't think that matters at this point. What he thinks is that this is going to go, if everything's on the level, it sounds like he thinks when this is all over and he gets his hands on, well, you people, that he gets to control this, I guess, from the vampire perspective, and they go off to do whatever it is that they're going to go do.
Right. All right. So we have more enemies, and she has more allies. We need to tighten this up.
Yeah, what do we do now?
How much do we know about Zizek? What's in these legends or myths that you have in your lore that tells you about this lady?
I don't know everything, but I'm going to knuckle down and find out what I can. What I do know off the top of my head is she is arguably the most powerful of all the werewolves.
Wow, she sucks at driving.
Wow.
And from my understanding, she is also the physical avatar of the worm on Earth.
The worm.
Okay.
I have a
That
feeling that's
explains
bad.
the
The worm
Sandra's
is
dream.
the ultimate. The worm is the ultimate corruption spirit, according to most of our lore.
And you mean worm as in
Why?
WYRM,
Correct.
correct?
Hmm.
Like a dragon.
That explains the dragon in the vision. Yep.
Yes.
Right. Great. Okay. Yeah, we need to know everything we can about her because she's at the crux of it. We need to defeat her.
So
when
she's
she
not
found me at the garage, she literally said, "Found you," and I didn't understand what she was talking about. Like, I just so she's working in tandem with this David usurper.
Daniel
Daniel.
Parker.
We
David.
don't know, but I think
Daniel?
that's
David?
a good assumption.
How do we keep her safe?
We keep her mobile.
I can't ask you guys to do that for me. I've been on I'm accustomed to traveling.
Does she have any weaknesses like Silver?
Again, I have to study and find out. I'm not a werewolf. I'm not a guru. So I will need to find out all that I can in a short amount of time. In the meantime, I don't suggest you become mobile. I think you need to find some place to hunker down and make it defendable.
Unfortunately, it can't be any sort of safe haven that my kind utilize. And I can't let it be anything that you guys use either, because that just is asking for trouble to be brought to your doorstep. So
I guess we gotta.
Well,
Maybe Clive has another place that we can secure.
Clive was at the what place that I was at that got attacked too. So what version of him?
what about outside the city? Maybe
What about, would Cass let her hunker down in the swamp for a
Oh
minute?
no, I don't. I don't
She's
see
going to
that
need more
happening.
than just a special location that's somewhere else. Wherever
Mm,
she goes, she's going to be found there.
she's
Unless
gonna
there's
need
something that can
food too.
interrupt that ability. Do we know
Hmm.
anybody that can create protections? Anything that's
Like
magical?
wards?
There you go. Something that can throw off whatever she's
Mm.
using to track Joe.
What
If
about like a
I
ward against werewolves?
Ward, or even if someone has the ability to kind of see where I'm going or what I'm doing, is there anything that could block something like that? Maybe someone who, like Cassandra, can have visions.
Oh, like a block of divination spell.
There you go. Or I don't. I mean, I know there's something out there that can do some stuff like
Let me
that.
ponder this. Stay here for the time being. Let me see if there's something I can do to assist.
I
With all
can
of this in mind.
create wards,
Okay.
but I don't have a spell for werewolves.
What
Okay.
about like a ward versus seeing or location, or add a character? I'm like ward versus scrying. But
So yeah, Yang is like, I don't understand your magic, so I can't weigh in on that. I wouldn't even know where to
how about
begin.
just stop being able to trace me?
We have to figure out how exactly she's doing that,
Mm.
and that's part of what I'm going to look into.
I'm gonna go ahead and close the cafe for the next few days while this gets figured out. I don't want Courtney or Micah or anyone to be out and about.
If I knew what kind of magic she was using, if it even is magic, I could potentially make a ward to protect you from her magic. But
Meantime,
as most of my magic, it takes time.
This place
Okay.
has a basement, right?
I don't remember. I'd have to go take a look. Let's go ahead and stop there. This is not in the middle of a scene, so if you guys want to spend points to level up or whatnot, you can. So before we wrap up, we got RP votes to do. Okay, so starting with Dale.
oh boy. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Joe. Because
Thank you.
she's playing the paranoid. Oh my god, just being able to stay one step ahead of the bad guy really well.
God.
Okay, that's one for Rachel. Abby.
I am going to vote for Brittany for her superb gun skills and taking out the majority of the bad dudes. And
That was pretty exciting.
discovering the tattoo.
Okay, we need to get like a picture of of Petra in her usual outfit, but with a straw cowboy hat and just like an ammo bandolier with going crazy with the lever action rifle. Okay,
George,
Brittany.
if you watch this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Brittany.
I'm also going to go with Joe.
Thank you.
Okay. Rachel.
Brittany, actually, she handled that gun as well or better than she handled the sword. So
Okay.
I'm down for that.
Davey.
I'm gonna go with Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When the brother came up, and then that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so Shelly has been with us in the chat. I'll go ahead and count it. She voted for Brittany, so we have a roll off. So why don't you go? So Brittany and Joe go, or Brittany and Rachel roll 1d10.
Same difference. All right.
What are we rolling?
1d10.
How do we do this? Is that
Just do the
Yeah.
slash
Is it
MM
just-
space 1 and just use that die.
Yep.
didn't respond?
Instead of /R, use /MM space 1.
Okay.
Yeah, because the other one isn't working right now.
Hey, 7.
Okay. So Rachel, you get
By
2 points
default.
for the RP vote.
Yay. Thank you.
Good job, guys.
You got a 2 for there. You won that. You won it last
That
time
was
too.
fun.
I did.
So cool. Our next game is coming up tomorrow. It will be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's Marvel Superheroes.
That's cool.
So we will be down Shelly and George for that as well. And then obviously we're off next week with no games because we are gearing up for our new game, Survivor's Dawn, on the 16th of April. So that is going to be taking over for Cyberpunk in that particular slot. So it'll be starting at 7 p.m. or 7:30 actually. We'll be starting at 7:30. So obviously we still got a little bit of planning and stuff to finalize from there, but if you want to check it out, please do. Thank you for all those who rated, who hung out with us, who chatted, and of course catch us on a replay, and we'll catch you again next time. Good night, guys.
Nice.